Hello and welcome to the Last Minute Laura Show. It's the afternoon crochet along. Let's go! Hi everybody! Welcome back. I don't know why I grabbed my tea and lifted it up high. It's very hot. I can't drink it yet. Hi if you're new. Hello, hi, I'm Laura. If you're not new, then come on over. Come on, take your shoes off at the door, please. Hang up your coat and come sit down with your craft. Because we're all hanging out here today. Get a hot drink, a snack. We're going to be here for hours, so you can get, you've got time. You can go run and grab a tea and you're not going to miss too much. So, hi, how are you doing today? Because I'm doing really good. I have been running around this morning like a chicken with my head cut off. Hey there, Frida. Hey, Eccentric. Good afternoon, Louisa. Mary Grace, hi. Katina Smith, hello. And Shelby, hi. Good afternoon. I've been running around like a chicken with my head cut off, trying to get prepped so that I know exactly what I'm going to be doing tomorrow and so on. Oh, excuse me. Thank you for your lovely compliments. I love this sweater too, Frida. I haven't worn it in a couple of days because I was wearing my new one, but I love it. It's such a good weight. It's not too hot. It's wool, so it's hot, but I mean, like, it's not too hot for like probably a spring. I don't think it would be like a summer sweater. Hey Rebecca, and hey Leda. Hey there, Lizzie. The mug is very cute. You're right. It's got two different pictures on it. Ooh. And it was 25 cents at the thrift store back before the world ended. And we were able to go to thrift stores. I used to love every single time I would go to a thrift store because I hate going to a thrift store and not finding anything because I love thrift stores. So anytime I went to a thrift store, even if I didn't find anything like, I don't know, substantial, I would just find a mug. You can always find a mug at a thrift store, which is why I have an obscene number of mugs. Hey there, Net. Hey there, Alex. Hey, V. Come on in. Welcome, welcome. How are you doing? It's too hot, but I want a hot drink. Do you know? When is the world gonna unend? Anyone got a memo on that? Well, allegedly, here in my area, lockdown ends tomorrow. I don't know if lockdown ends tonight at midnight or tomorrow at midnight. It ends on the 16th. But I don't know what they mean. Like, do they mean like the 16th, the lockdown is not in effect, or it ends after the 16th is complete? I don't know. So apparently the lockdown ends soon. Hey there, Wilma. But not really, because it's still all over the place. So, like the town, 2 towns over is still in lockdown after tomorrow. So I don't know. I'm still gonna be treating it like it's in lockdown, because I'm like nervous of being out in the world now. I just don't want to risk it because I really care about Alex and he is immune compromised. Do you see the Valentine's Day card that he gave me? It's so cute. It has such sweet writings on it, and he like crossed out the stuff that doesn't make sense for like us. He like scratched it out in black ink so you can't see it on the black card. It's very funny. I hunger. How are you doing today, Laura? I'm doing well, Dina. Hi, how are you doing? And I made a big elephant. Hey there, Clara. That's cool. What do you mean you made a big elephant, like amigurumi? And hey, Granny D, good afternoon. Hey, Hamden, good afternoon. So, what was I saying? Tea too hot, thrift store. I honestly like lose my train of thought so easily. Valentine's Day. What was I even saying last? Is Thunder in there with you? He just left. Alex is in the bedroom because his office is right below me normally, and he has a work call while we're streaming. So he moved his work stuff to our office, to our bedroom table. He moved his office to our bedroom. And so he's doing his call in there, and if Thunder has the choice between sleeping on the bed with one of us or like sleeping in the living room on his dog bed, he's gonna choose the bed. He's like a very big couch potato. He also has to go make sure that Alex doesn't have any food with him because Thunder has no loyalty when it comes to snacks. To be fair, neither do I. If somebody has like chocolate covered almonds, I'm there. Taking a break from crochet, so I'll be knitting today. Oh, that's cool. Oh, what are you gonna knit, Lizzie? Sorry about my yawning. I still am, I'm still not sleeping well. I don't know why. I have nothing that I need to not sleep for, and I'm not stressed, or at least I'm not surface level stressed. If I'm like existentially stressed, then that's beyond me. But right now I don't feel stressed, so I'm irritated that I can't sleep. It's making me so tired during the day, and I've got so much to do. I don't have time for this. I need to sleep when it's scheduled. I'm not sleeping well either, lots and lots of nightmares. I haven't been having dreams, I just haven't been able to sleep long enough, like I'm awake, rolling around. It's not like I'm asleep and then I wake up to roll over and fall back asleep. I like am awake because I can't, so I just keep rolling around. It's just, like last night I just got up, got a glass of water and like stared ominously out my back windows. Like in a horror movie, I always imagine like whenever I get up late and I'm just sitting out looking out the window with a glass of water, I just imagine like Alex getting up and like seeing me in silhouette against a window like a serial killer. Anyway, anyone else? If just noticed I've done 7 rows of 65 stitches in the wrong shade of pink. No, I'm sorry. Had a chasing line. I hate those ones. I always find that I like literally run in slow motion. Like I can't, I'm breathing heavy like as if I'm sprinting, but I'm literally running like, or crawling, you know? Like for some reason I'm forced to be crawling away. Why is that how a chasing nightmare works? Like when would that ever happen? Oh, also, by the way, hello everybody. Don't forget to like the video as you come in because I put on makeup for you, and that is enough of a reason because that means I have to wash my face like effectively this evening. So to like honor that, you should like the video. Also, because I am very productive despite being so tired. I don't like care for it, to be honest. I'm not grumpy or anything, like I'm not feeling irritable. I'm just feeling like I'm irritated at my meat suit, you know what I mean? Like I'm not mad about anything, I'm not actually irritable, but I'm like, come on meat suit, work with the alien brain neurosystem. I need you to work with me. I have stuff to do. And then sometimes the meat suit is just like, no, just no thanks. Oh no, that's stressful, Frida. Well, I'm sorry you haven't been sleeping well either, because not great. Not great. I would love to have a really good sleep. So if I trail off, sorry, hey there Karen, if I trail off a whole bunch of times and am all over the place, it's because I'm probably delirious from lack of sleep at that point. Okay, I'm gonna be honest, like I definitely get like probably 4 hours of sleep, but it's not 4 hours in one chunk. If I could have 4 hours in one solid chunk, I'd be fine, but it's like 1 hour on, 1 hour off. It's like it's not enough. Like I don't get enough sleep in a chunk to actually feel like I got a good night's sleep. So I wake up like stiff. It's not great because I'm usually a pretty good sleeper. Like I'm not like Alex. He literally like goes horizontal and it doesn't matter how awake he was when he was vertical. He's gonna be gone in like 10 minutes if he's wide awake. And not a chance that it's more than 5 minutes if he's already tired. I wish I had that. And then he's just out. And he won't wake up, ever, if you don't wake him up. Like, on a weekend, if I get out of bed at, like, 7 and I turn off the alarm, he genuinely will stay in bed, and at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, I'll be like, hey, it's Saturday, and he's like, yeah, I know, I slept in, and I'm like, it's 1 o'clock, and he'll be like, why didn't you get me up? Because you were literally, like, dead asleep. So I would like to trade places for, like, a week. I just need to catch up on my sleep for, like, a week, and then I'll take back my sleeping issue. I just hate yawning when I'm talking to people. It makes me feel like they're gonna feel like I'm not interested, and that's not what it is. I'm just super tired. And honestly, every time I yawn, my eyes water, and I put on eye makeup, which is, they don't go together well. So today I was talking to Alex before the stream and I was saying like, what do I even talk about? Nothing happens in my life anymore. What can I talk about today? And he was like, lots of stuff happened. Look at all of the things that happened. And nothing's happened, like literally. I have enough information to tell you. I'm looking at my bullet journal to see if there's literally anything that you don't already know about. It's still snowing. Poor chickens. I wrote that. Furs. That's my fiance. He always goes into bed in the wee hours of the night and sleeps until 11 or 12 and then gets up and that he has a crazy sleep schedule. Well, luckily Alex and I have the same sleep schedule. It's just it doesn't actually function. Did anyone hear me play the recorder? Oh, cool, Frida. No, I haven't heard it yet, but I'll check it out after the stream. I don't sleep maybe 4 hours in a night. I think has to do with getting old. Wilma, you know what the funny, actual interesting thing is? I saw this, when I was in university, I was in a historical anthropology of communities in, man, it was talking about like ancient peoples, like before civilization peoples. I guess not before civilization, I guess like civilization was there. Anyway, the point of it was, they were explaining that in animal groups, like in like animal groups of like wolves, right? The older wolves do in fact eat less and sleep less because then they're like, basically like they're a free on watch for the wolves. And then they can warn everybody, and then there's like a slower wolf, so they'll be the one that has to deal with whatever the threat is. And then it was, in that class, it was positing how that like goes onto human societies, and we had to like try to make that comparison on humans and like explain how it would work in a human society. And I mean, in animal groups, the old do sleep less and eat less, and it's interesting. I don't know. So, not saying that you're old, but not apparently, in theory, that is related, question mark? I don't know. It was a university course a long time ago, but I think it's interesting. Oh, okay, I have other stuff to talk about. First of all, it's still snowing. It's been snowing now here for like a week at least. It's just snowing teeny tiny itty bitty little super small flakes, like dust. But it's because it's so cold, it's not able to snow like big fat fluffy snowflakes. It's snowing good snow for skis, or for skiing, excuse me. Because it's so cold, the snow is like just sitting on top of itself. It's like nothing is melting to push it down and make it like snowball material. So it's easy to move, which is nice. Like it's easy to shovel it because it's very light, because there's like, it's dust. But it hasn't really stopped. It just sort of slows down periodically and then it picks up again. Our roads are fine here because it's falling really slowly. So it's not falling in huge dumps that the plows can't handle. Hey there, Nancy. Hey, Louisa. It's not falling in huge clumps like in one night. It's falling like an inch, 2 inches, 2.5 inches. Like it's not like an obscene amount, so like the plows are able to handle it, but when you look outside, there's like a beautiful sparkly blanket everywhere. Like the field, the forest, our yard, the forest on the other side, everything looks so clean and so pure. And when you go outside and like breathe the air, it's like the most, there is nothing in the air at all. There is no dust, there is no dirt, there is no liquid. It's so dry outside. Inside it's so dry. I have the humidifier on full blast, but it's so beautiful because none of it's melting at all. Like there is no, like it's not getting uglier as the days go on. Usually it'll melt a little bit in the sun and then there's like, the snow starts looking ugly. It looks like it just fell, but it just keeps adding a little dusting every day. It's very pretty. The other thing that's really cool about it is all of the animal prints that are tracking through our yard. So each morning, because the snow fills everything that happened yesterday, so every morning that I wake up I have to feed the wild birds too now because it covers all of the seeds because it's not melting, it's just snowing over top of it. And so I bring out sunflower seeds for the bird feeder and a suet. I clean off the suet thing. But I get to see in the backyard first thing in the morning, like the tracks that are going through. And right now we've had a coyote go through our yard for the past like 4 nights. And at first I was like, maybe it's a deer. Please don't be a coyote. I don't want it like in my yard. No, it's definitely a coyote. And by the size of the paw hole, pretty good sized dog. So I have been up in the middle of the night lots through the last couple of nights, right? Last couple of weeks. But I have not yet seen this coyote. But I've only started like noticing its paw prints the last couple of days. Frida, we had a wolf really close by. We don't have wolves here. Like not here anyway. I mean, Ontario probably has wolves, but we don't have wolves anywhere near here. We have coyotes, foxes. There's something awful here that's called, I don't know, but it's like a weasel that hangs out in the trees, and it can like really mess people up and mess like your dog up. I don't know what it's called. They're like a weasel, ferret, mongoose type thing. There's something like that that lives here. Other than that, it's I guess like we don't have bobcats around here. We don't really, pretty much the coyote is the only animal that you'd be like, wow, that's an actual predator. Like the fact that there's like a wild dog that lives where I live, it seems bizarre because it just seems bizarre. Like deer, to me, it seems insane that in an area like Ontario is well populated by humans. It seems bizarre that there are wild, like little horse things. They're big animals. Like a deer is pretty big. So it's weird to think that they just sort of like walk around in groups of like 10, sometimes 30, like sometimes 4. But it's very weird to think that there's if you stand next to a deer, it's like a large animal and it can just be wildly walking around here doing its thing. It's like kangaroos in Australia. I can't even imagine like looking over and being like, well, that's a very large animal. Even if it's like your native species, it's a very big human-sized deer dog thing. What is a kangaroo? Got to be a beautiful sight to see 10 deer walking together. Oh, it is really pretty. I only usually see that in, I'm gonna say the late winter, like when the snow's already started melting. There will be like groups with a couple of big males. Normally it's like there's one, maybe it's a male, but like none of them have horns right now. So I think the group that we see often, it's like 4 or 5 individuals. There's like one that comes in and out of the group. But sometimes in the early spring, we'll see some small ones and some regular sized and a couple of like big dogs. And I'm like looking at them being like, where were you hiding in the forest though? Like I'm seeing a deer and it makes me feel like I'm seeing a unicorn. Like every time I see a deer, it takes my breath away. I'll stop driving to see a deer. They're just a beautiful, they're like an ethereal presence. Like what are they doing living in the wild here? Like it's not a magical place. How are they living wildly? And just some of them get shot, yeah, some of them get hit by cars, but a lot of them don't, and no one ever sees them. Like we don't see deer every day. Where are they during those times? I don't know. It seems like magic, pretty much. Alex, here in the Netherlands, the snow started to melt after a week and a half of snow and freezing cold, which we're not really used to, but the next weekend, 17 Celsius, oh my god, I hope your rivers and like streams and stuff don't overflow. That's what happened in Ottawa every year, and now it happens every year in Ottawa. It didn't used to happen, so it does now. Every year in the spring, they have to close down like bridges that are for driving over because they get covered in water now. Like they are unsafe to the bridge is no longer visible type thing. And bridges are like way above the water level normally, you know what I mean? And the water will cover the whole bridge, so because it melts so fast in Ottawa, and in the spring there's just too much water going in, so it ends up making everything huge. And it's so crazy looking. It looks like a slushie because it's all snow and ice and water mixed together. It'd be awful to get like to be in that water, but like looking at it, it looks like a slushie, which is kind of cool. Hey, don't forget to like the video as you come in, friends. Nancy, living in the wild with occasional visits to farms and gardens supplement their diet. Farms and gardens, true. We don't have any wolves, but we do have coyotes and foxes, and the deer here are so beautiful. Deer are literally everywhere. Deer are beautiful. Like any deer from any place. I know they're all kind of the same. They're like little horse goats. They're like horse goat unicorns. Anyway, they're beautiful everywhere, no matter what their color, pattern, size. There's the little ones somewhere called dik-diks, and they're like a 10-pound deer. What the heck? Slush is cool before it comes brown. Slush is cool for like all of 5 seconds, and then it makes your boots wet, and then it turns brown, and then everything is awful, and you have to wear those boots all day. It's a bad time not to have a fireplace. Lizzie, I agree. Our whole road smells like fire, like nice fire, not like scary fire. Because all of the houses have a fireplace, and all of the houses are having fires today. And the last couple of days, honestly. But it's so pretty outside. The chickens don't love it, I gotta say. By the way, the coyotes not been seen at all during the day, ever. Well, in the winter, I mean. In the summer, I saw it at dusk once. But yeah, I haven't seen it, so it's been, now we know it's close, like it's close to the chicken coop, but we've also seen a possum there, like it was eating the bird seed from the wild bird feeder, but now we've seen a possum, raccoons, squirrels, birds, and there's coyote tracks, so, and cats. So we know there are multiple predators that can for sure get a chicken. Like now, like obviously we knew they were around, but now we know they're like in our actual yard. So next spring, Alex and I have plans. We plan on saving more money this winter. And then in the spring, we plan on making, first of all, our backyard is going to be like really cool this summer, hopefully, because we're going to get married in it. But I want to do like a fence for the chickens. I want it to be like a white picket fence because that would be cute. But I also want to put a fence around the yard, not like a fence, like a chain link fence. It's not going to be like a hard installation permanent structure. It's going to be like, you know, where you have to like put in a pole every 10 feet and the pole has to be like 6 feet down, like one of those, like nothing too insane. And I cannot believe there are only 32 people watching and 3 are in the Netherlands. That's so fun. Welcome, Netherlands people. Bring your friends, share the video, like the video, subscribe if you're new, join my Patreon, blah, blah, blah. Snow plus dirt equals snert. Snert's a good word for it because that's how it feels. It's like, ugh, snert. I like it. I'm Scotland. Welcome, Net from Scotland. I'm in Southern Ontario in Canada. Working on the fireside pullover. Okay, so yes, we know there's predators in the yard. We're gonna get a fence. I want it to be like half height, like up to your hip. I just want it to be high enough to keep the chickens in. It's not gonna actually keep our chickens safe from an animal that wants to come into the yard, but I figure it's still a deterrent. Like if a deer sees a fence, if a wolf sees a fence, they'll likely to go around it. I mean in the nighttime. This is not for daytime. They'll have their like regular outdoor area next to the coop and that will be secure, but then the whole yard will be like semi-secure. It won't be secure, I know that, but it'll be mildly deterrent-ish. It'll be an obstacle for creatures to get in, so plus it'll look so cute. The Dutch are known to be very good crocheters. The more you know. Because knowledge is power. Oh, also I repotted some plants. You might notice there is an absence of a very large plant right here. Usually there's a lemon tree right here. And my lemon tree was literally covered in spider mites. I had no idea. And then I saw one leaf had a couple of spider mites on it. So I got my alcohol water soap mixture and started spraying the leaves just preventatively. But then the like aerosol, it's not aerosol, it's a spray, but you know what I mean? The little spray hit the tree, and every single like crotch of the tree, like every area where it broke into two was like fully webbed, and it like, you know, like a wet spider web, it looked like that. And I'll be back. Sounds good, V. And basically it was devastatingly covered in spider mites, and I had no idea at all. And I was noticing it wasn't looking its best, but I figured like nothing looks its best in the winter. Like I don't look my best in the winter, so it's fine. So that made me really sad. I put it in the shower last night. I covered it in dish soap, alcohol, and water, let it sit for an hour, showered it down, left it in the shower, and then this morning I took a shower with it in the bathtub, just all the way pushed to the back, so it got like wet by association. And then after I got out of the shower and dried off, I hosed it down one more time with water and soap. Well, I soaped it first and then hosed it down, and now it's just sitting in there to dry. So hopefully that will be enough to handle the spider mites, but now I have to do that for all of my large plants because it's like a whole thing. Spider mites are going to get everywhere. If they get into this plant, they'll destroy it. They've already gotten onto my bird of paradise, which is fine because that's a pretty tough plant. I just have to keep it alive until summer, and then it'll shoot out some new leaves and it'll be okay. But yeah, spider mites. So I repotted a bunch of plants from terrariums. One of them is the one on this desk. A coleus that I found in another terrarium. I potted it into like a plant pot. That's why it's a little limp today. It'll be okay in a couple of days. But I repotted it. It's all rooted and it's cute. So hopefully it gets all big and strong. My plan is if it gets strong, I'll take a couple of cuttings, root them before outside time, and then I'll put them outside in the garden for the summer. Because people get coleus for like, am I saying it right by the way? It feels like I'm saying it wrong. People get coleus for like their outdoor planters. I've seen it as that's what I got it as. It was a cutting from a outdoor planter when I went to the bird aviary in a town nearby. I went to a bird aviary for a day where they said you can come take cuttings of the plants. So you donate some money to the bird aviary and then you could come take cuttings of the plants that they get donated from restaurants and stuff after the summertime. So there were like lots of Boston ferns, but there were also a few pretty nice plants and I didn't know what this was, so I took a cutting. That's how I got it. And so I was thinking if I can just multiply it a little bit, then I can put some in the front garden and then I don't know, it'll be cool. My plan is to have like a very like, okay, not quite Stepford Wives garden, but like I want it to be, I want you to be able to see it from the street and be like, oh, that looks like a presentable couple who lives there. Laura, what a cool idea. I think so. Lay on a tennis ball. Hey, that was actually what Alex recommended, and I actually was using this. We put this in the dryer. It's like a lint ball for the dryer. And Alex brought it upstairs because he was giving me a back massage. He's been giving me I have this knot in my back as well that just literally will not get rid of, will not go away. So Alex has been giving me like intense back massages every day. And I've started being like, well, I wonder if there's something that he can like have instead of like mashing his thumbs into my shoulder blade, because it's starting to hurt my skin. Like the muscle is still tight, but the skin is like uncomfortable with being rubbed. So he used this and just did a lot of like pushing and turning and like rolling it so nothing was dragging on my skin, and it was so helpful. Very helpful. Have you tried yoga? I know yoga will fix it. Yoga will absolutely fix all of the problems in your muscles, literally. I mean, I'm not a doctor at all, but every time that I've done yoga for like a week or two in a row, like almost everything is cured in my like muscle pain. So yes, yoga will fix it. I'm just lazy and haven't been doing yoga, so Alex has been giving me a massage, which, I'm not gonna lie, it's better than yoga. Not in terms of its effectiveness, but in terms of my enjoyment, because I can be sitting there like watching a movie, crocheting, getting a massage, being like, I am so fancy. I love yoga. It makes you feel so centered and well. I haven't quite got there where I've connected like my soul to my yoga. Like I'm not being like douchey. I don't know the word I'm trying to use. I'm not trying to be douchey. Literally, I can't connect my heart and soul to the yoga practice, but I recognize and feel the effects on my muscles. You know what I mean? Like, I do all of the breathing things that the lady says in the video. I try and picture stuff like she says. I do all the stuff on intentionally. I try not to think about anything else, but I don't get any like connected feeling. I just stretch my muscles out. But I appreciate that about yoga. I do like having my muscles stretched out. But it seems like people who are like into yoga really like get something like centering from it, and like maybe I get a minute of quiet in my brain, but like I love the idea of being like, I did yoga, now everything will be okay tomorrow. Doesn't that sound nice? Can you put a bandage on it for it to rest? On my back or on somebody else? I don't know if you're talking about me or somebody else. Oh, there we go, my wrist. My wrist is still hurting a little after my fall, so my crochet is going very slow because I can't go for a long time. If you're going all the way until it hurts and then taking a break, it's gonna take your wrist way longer to heal. You need to just like take 2 weeks off. If your wrist is hurt, you need to let it heal all the way, or else you're gonna end up giving yourself like tendonitis or carpal tunnel or some one of those things. They're so irritating. Better to just like sit it out for a week if you can. Reaction Alex, thank you. I did class once a week for 2 years, loved it, then I was in the yoga zone. Well, I hear a construction truck. What could it be doing? It sounds like it's going into my yard, but that doesn't make sense. Maybe when it's done you could try a live class to help with connection, but also if your spirituality, it can help. Spiritual enough. I'm not, yeah, I don't know. I kind of like I like how I use it, you know? Like when I do yoga, it's like a tool, and I like how I use it. It's easier for me than like a workout video. I don't at all engage with that type of, I just can't. I don't care, so I can't. But yoga, it's like I'm doing it for me. Like I want to be stretched out, so I'm listening to the lady. I think I gave myself gamer's thumb from crocheting, so I've been out of commission for a bit. I'm sorry, Mary Grace, that's a bummer. I also had no backache whatsoever. Right? I know, it like fixes things. I had a dream last night. I did, in the whatever hours I slept. I had a dream about CJ, and I woke up thinking it was like real. I guess I woke up and just like my brain just hadn't acknowledged like the past for a few minutes, and for like a couple of minutes I was in bed in my head waiting for him to come into the bedroom, because usually even if I haven't made any noise yet, as soon as somebody gains consciousness in bed in the morning, CJ would just kind of come in. He'd like hear it or feel it and be like, well, time for me to go lie on the bed. So I had the dream about him, and then woke up and was like, I've been awake now for 5 minutes, like where is this cat? And then I sat up, put my I got socks on and walked out, and then I saw peekaboo, and my brain just was like back up to par or back up to speed, and I was just like, oh my god, I got all the way out of bed, put socks on, and got to my bedroom door before I like remembered that CJ isn't here. It was a very weird thing, and then I like just sort of walked and made a tea, confused feeling. Okay, so that happened. Alex and I watched the Britney doc, by the way. I keep having dreams about holding my cat Harvey, even though he passed in March of last year. Like, weird, eh? I mean, it's kind of nice because then you still get to keep them around, but also it's like, is it drawing from, how is it making a whole, I don't know. I like dreams. Maybe he was saying hello. Yeah, I like that idea. Actually, crocheting doesn't really hurt. Typing hurts more, but I have to type for work, so I should actually stop working and crochet more. Well, there you go. Your morning, so it's normal. Yeah, it wasn't sad. It was like I realized it and then was like, oh, all of that was just in my heart. All of the things that happened for those 5 minutes where I got up, put on socks, and came to the door looking for my cat, that was just my heart. Like it wasn't reality. So then when I came up to speed of like what's actually happened, it was just kind of like, aw, I love him. It was that sort of a feeling. Oh, I also have a new exciting thing to show you today. So I don't know if I should show it now or if I should show it later, Oh, by the way, for Valentine's Day, Alex ordered sushi from our favorite place, and he ordered milkshakes from Denny's. So we had chocolate and strawberry milkshakes from Denny's for dessert after having so much sushi. Like, so much sushi. So it was very wonderful. And we watched WandaVision, which was awesome. I was happy with how the episode went. And then we like called it a night early. It was like a really good, nice romantic Valentine's Day. But I also, over the last couple of days, have been filming. Sorry, I have my bullet journal here because I have notes. Yes, that's what I did today. I planned out, well, not planned out, I mapped out things that are happening in my life so that I don't forget anything, and so that there aren't those moments of the stream where I'm like, well, because I watched the last stream back and I was just like, ugh, I hate when there's dead air. I hate when I don't have anything to talk about, so I should write down some ideas so that when we're hanging out, if the conversation doesn't flow, I can like look down and be like, ah, peekaboo, and then bring it back up, like keep it moving kind of thing. So one thing that I'm dealing with right now is, okay, I'm trying to like, hey there Claudia, hey there Mandala, nice to see you both this afternoon. Don't forget to like the video as you come in because it's helpful and I'd appreciate it. Anyway, before, whoever was talking about the sore muscle, shoulder muscle, same. If you don't have these dryer balls, they're not useful as dryer balls, which is why we're using them as those massage balls. I wouldn't recommend them as dryer balls, but those, the first thing Alex used though was a tightly wound ball of yarn. So if you don't have a tennis ball, wind a ball of yarn and then you can use it for a tennis ball. Like you put it on the floor and then like lie down and like roll on top of the ball, and it hurts, but in like that good way. So a tightly wound ball of yarn. See, crafting is actually good for your health because you can do like treating like bad muscle, what are they called? Knots, muscle knots in your shoulders with a tightly wound ball of yarn. So, okay, so I've been filming two videos. I've been filming two videos. This one, the fireside pullover, where I am like 65% done. I'm a little bit behind schedule. I was hoping to get done this piece today, so I might just have to crochet a little bit late tonight, which I don't love the idea of, but I love being productive and it's making me feel really good about myself to be productive, so I'm gonna like, I'm gonna try. But yeah, I've been working on this, but I've also been filming an avocado dye video. I'm actually doing a sweater quantity of avocado dyed yarn for an upcoming project that I'm going to do, the avocado cardigan, the avocardi. And I finished the first 2 skeins of yarn today. So the video is going to be, for that one, it's going to be the avocado dye will be one video, and then the crochet sweater will be another video, and it'll be like a part 1, part 2 type thing. But I'm doing like the first 2 balls of yarn, first 2 skeins of yarn are being dyed in the initial dye bath. And then after I take the first 2 skeins out, I'm gonna put 2 skeins in. So they'll likely be a lighter pink. And then the third, I'm doing 6 skeins total. So then I'll take those 2 skeins out and then I'll put the last 2 in and they should be a lighter pink. So in theory, it might also get more orange progressively as the red dye gets picked up from the avocado, but I don't know that yet, and I just put the second 2 skeins of yarn in this morning, and I added more wood ash solution to lower the pH, up the pH? Yeah, lower the pH, right? A low pH is basic, right? And then high pH is acidic? Whatever, I'm making the pH more basic, not more acidic. Or alkaline. And my plan is for that to be like a really nice sweater, so I'm doing like being careful on the dyeing because I want it to be pretty. And I finished the first 2 skeins and I want to show them to you because they're so pretty. So what I did for this was I had like 30 or more, maybe, probably 30. between 30 and 50 avocado pits, frozen and collected by people who like me and love me and given to me with care and love, and also the ones that I collected. So I sat them in water for a month, just cold water in a jar, and rinsed that off, which was like yellow liquid, and then brought them, I never made it simmer or boil or anything, it just came up hot with those pits in, and that made like this beautiful peachy pink. I added wood ash solution, and that shifted it to more of a like cool tone, so it's kind of like more of like a millennial mauve-y pink. It just took a little bit of that warm orangeness out, and it's so pretty. It's so pretty. So after they came out of the dye bath this morning, I rinsed them with cold water, beautiful color, and then I mixed a bowl of cold water with about a half a cup of my wood ash solution, and I dipped the yarn, half of the yarn, in that wood ash water solution, and it shifted the color even more towards that mauvey pink. So now there's like half the skein is pink and half the skein is just a little bit different of a pink, but still really pretty. So I'm going to show them to you. They're not 100% dry yet, but wow, they look so brown on camera. They're so pink, you guys. I swear they're really pink. They're like, oh, they're so pretty. I don't know how to explain what the color is like in real life, because they just don't look as pink as they are, but they really are quite pink. And I love them. And I want to show you the original color so that you can see like how much deposited in real life. Because it looks like it's a pale color, right? But it's actually not a pale color. Look at how saturated it is in comparison to the color it started out as. It's so pretty. And you can see this side's more orange, this side's more, for you it just looks like this has more color, but this one's like bluer pink, this one's redder pink. They're both pink, but there is a difference. Same thing I did for this skein as well. This one is the, hold on. Nope, can't tell right now. Oh, this side's the bluer pink. Anyway, they look wonderful, and I'm very excited to make a sweater in this color because it's going to be like a progressively pale version of this color, which I'm happy about. So that's happening. That's a coming up project that I'm working on. That'll be the first week of March that video will come out. Even look at the cheesecloth that I used to strain it. I saw that and I was just like, ooh, it's still pretty. I can use that for something. And then I did 2 different strands of that cheesecloth when I was testing the color. And the color came out different for my 2 tests. I'll show you. Can you tell? This one was treated with the wood ash solution. Do you see how it's like more purpley pink? Like obviously it's very close, but this one's like slightly more brown orange. This one's slightly more plummy. It's basically, I know they're very similar, but like they're not. So drop it. They're beautiful and different, and I'm obsessed with it. And I added a few, don't tell anyone, I added a few extra avocado pits to the second dye bath, which is now steeping with the yarn in it. I took the avocados that have now gone through 2 dye baths, I took them out and I'm simmering them in water one more time. Not simmering, I'm letting them be on low heat over my stove for 1 day just to see if any more pink comes out, because now these avocado seeds have gone through two sets of me adding water, like pouring out all the liquid, adding new water, and letting it sit for a day. That's happened now to those avocados twice. So I want to see if any color will come out. Well, yeah, Claudia, obviously it's a lot of work, but it's not about that. It's like I'm having fun playing with avocado pits. You know what I mean? Like it's not about, obviously if I was like making these for sale, oh my god, that would be completely inefficient, I should say. But it's like the fun of doing it is my hobby, you know? Like the hobby is not having handmade things, though it also is. But the hobby is making making the thing, you know? How about crushing the pits? Well, Frida, I didn't finish my thought because ADHD. I did. That's what I did this time. So the first time I let them simmer normal. The second time I broke them all in half because they're like a cooked bean, but harder than a bean. Like think of like a lima bean, but like if it was undercooked, like that kind of texture. That's what it felt like when they had been boiled. I'm saying boiled. I don't mean boiled, but it's easier than saying brought up to warm, hot temperature. So I'm just gonna say simmered or boiled. Know that I don't actually mean simmered or boiled. Anyway, the avocado pits, broke them in half, brought those ones up to a simmer. That was the second dye bath, which is what the yarn is in now. The third dye bath, which I'm creating right now, is the avocado pits one more time. Now I've broken them up because they're soft. They're kind of like peas that, not quite. They're kind of like lima beans, cooked lima beans now. That weird sort of gross texture inside of a skin is what the texture of these avocados, but huge, obviously. I want to crochet or knit a piece of fabric and then paint it with a Sharpie. Have you tried that? No, I haven't tried that. That sounds interesting. I haven't tried it though. Cool idea. You could do some pretty cool stuff, I bet, with that. Bye, Clara. So yeah, my avocado pit sweater is well on its way to being a thing. And I very much am looking, you know what? I might actually call it like the millennial sweater because it'll be avocado, you know, and it'll be millennial pink. So it'll be like the maybe it'll be like the avocado on toast, something, I don't know yet. I don't know how I'm gonna do that yet with the name, but something like avocado on toast and millennials, you know, because it's like a running joke that millennials like to eat avocados on toast for breakfast. And the color that it makes is like millennial pink, which I think is great. So there's that. This sweater I'm doing pretty good on. I'm working okay. Laura, that's great. I think so, right? Frida, I love blue. Wilma, I agree with you. Blue is wonderful. That was shaky. What else did I want to say? Oh, I do have to say something. How far along are we? We're not an hour in, so I'm going to do this at the 2-hour mark because we're here for 4 hours today. So at the 2-hour mark, I'm going to do a shout out to all of my patrons. I'm going to thank you all individually because we have 21 patrons now, which is crazy. Okay, what else did I miss? Oh, yeah, with this fireside pullover, I have some drama that I'm dealing with. I think I'm gonna run out of yarn. I think I'm gonna be playing yarn chicken for this one, and I don't think I'm gonna win. So I haven't come up with a solution yet, and I would love to know if you guys have any ideas of what I should do, because I don't think it's like, haha, it's a game, Laura's gonna win yarn chicken, and she's making it seem like no, I literally don't think I'm gonna have enough yarn for this project, and I don't know how to fix it, because I'm gonna have to use something else, some other yarn, and I don't know what other yarn should I use. I don't have brown. I wish I had something brown, because then I would do like brown and then orange, and it would be like coals and wood and a fire. But I don't know, maybe like if I can find 2 strands of red and orange, that might work, right? Because then it'll be like flames on top of the coals. What do you think? Do you have any black, gray, or red yarn? Well, the other problem is it has to either be the weight of 2 strands of sock yarn, or I need 2 strands of sock yarn. So it's not as easy as just what yarn colors do I have, because it has to be the right weight. I don't like when things have multiple textures unless I intentionally incorporated textures, which for this one I have not. That is a sentence I've never spoken. I wish I had brown, right? Literally, for pens, for paper, for yarn. Don't think that's ever been spoken. I think that might have been the first time that's been spoken. I wish I had brown. Nope, I don't think anyone would ever say that. I think you have to dye more. Well, this isn't hand dyed. This is opal sock yarn, and it's 2 strands of 2 different colorways that might not be available anymore. And yep, I'm gonna, you know what I'll do? Because I've brought it up and I should have follow through when I bring up a topic. I'm gonna go get my yarn and see what we've got. That's what I'm gonna do. Oh, this is looking so cool. 10, 20, 30. I need to get to 50 and I'm at 35. Before I need the next instruction, I should say. Okay. Okay, I've got orange. I've got come through for me wool. I've got a little bit of red. I wasn't actually serious when I said we can do orange and red, but it kind of looks like I'm going to be doing orange and red because I don't have like any other colors. So that's a thing that's happening. I have a lot of red actually, so it's probably going to have to be red. I think I have, is that the right thickness? Not really. Hold on a sec, everyone. I'm still here. I'm just handling my life. One sec. Nope. Okay. I don't think I do have anything hidden anywhere. But I do have red and orange and white. Not the right brand, but I think the correct weight. My niece just got her driver's license. I'm so old. I was just a few years ago. I carried her around. Well, I hope it was a few years ago, because if it was actually just a few years ago, then Sweden's got some weird driver's license rules. Okay, so I've got red and orange and white. So I'm probably going to have to do parts of the top in red and orange. Yeah, they're pretty. I like the orange. I don't like red. I don't dislike red in real life, like in practice I like it, but I don't like having to deal with it in filming. It does something to my colors with both cameras and any lens we put on. It does something. You might have noticed in the last video, anytime that the screen was fully encompassed by the stripes and the red was in those stripes, the colors are just off and I can't correct for it. The lens is like trying to make details in the reds, but it ends up ruining all the other colors. So yeah, I don't know. It's not ideal if I have to use red, but maybe if I'm mixing it with orange, it'll tone it down enough, hopefully. Let me see. Or you can dye brown. Yeah, I don't have the right thinness of yarn though. Yeah, yeah. Photographing red is horrible. Rude, right? Why could a color do that to us? And why is it only red? Every other color seems to be just fine. Sometimes white is a problem, but like mostly it isn't. Could you darken the red to make it more maroon or burgundy? Oh, I could do that to dye it. I suppose that's a possibility. Yeah, because I have food coloring for dye that I haven't been able to use yet because I didn't do any yarn dyeing over the winter. Oh, excuse me. That's a good idea, Laura. Other Laura, not me, Laura. I'm not talking in the third person. There's somebody in the chat named Laura who made a good suggestion. So, what else do I have interesting to talk about? Oh, peekaboo. So, she must be exploring the house in the nighttime. Hi there, how are you all? Hey there, Lori, welcome back. I'm good. I missed you guys, and I am feeling rather chatty today, so hopefully you're in a chatty mood, because I sure am. I don't know, when I saw the colors you brought out, I thought of the color block sweaters. When I saw the colors you brought out, I thought of the color block sweater. Oh, a color block. That could be kind of cool, just like an orange patch and then a red patch up towards the top. Just make it super, what's that called? Like modern art. Okay, peekaboo. Sorry, peekaboo. I want to talk about peekaboo. So I'm still vacuuming like every other day because, oh hey Donka, because I love my new vacuum. That's the whole reason. And this morning when I was vacuuming, there were tufts of hair. Not like CJ shed in little itty bitty individual hairs all over everything. And it was easily swept up. Like it's like they were all straight and didn't stick to any other hair. So when you like had a pile of his hairs, it was like a pile of straw. It was, I don't know how to explain it in another better way. Maybe like if you have a thicker, like a wiry hair dog, kind of like that. It's like, anyway, Peekaboo's hair is like so thin, just the thinnest hair. You can't even see it when it's on your hands, and then it's on your face. Anyway, it sticks to anything and sticks to itself. So there's like dust bunnies that are like a tuft of hair. I've never seen that before. That's never been a thing. Thunder's hair doesn't do that. CJ's hair didn't do that. And there will be like little balls of hair. And on the carpet, there were just little like big, the head gets too busy. Sounds good, Wilma, just listening. Anyway, the carpet, even though I've never seen her out here, had tufts like sitting like on in the carpet. And the vacuum picked them up easily, but like I've never had that happen. And for those of you that have cats that shed a lot and they're fluffy, how do you even cuddle with them if they shed that much? Because like every time I pick Peekaboo up and I'm like cuddling with her, I leave the room and I either have to take my shirt off because it's just like, it's too much touching me, or I have to like go into the bathroom and like wipe a towel on my face and like wipe down because there's like I can feel little hairs touching my like neck and face, and it literally, I cannot keep going when that's happening. I have to stop it. I can't just go from petting Peekaboo to another task. There is always a thing in between. I mean, there is anyway because Alex is allergic to her, so I like have to wash my hands, but still, her shedding is like obscene. It's so much, and it's so fluffy. It's like a tuft, and then there's no bald patches on her, but it's like a tuft of hair will just be like around. Hey there, Migdalia. That's a pretty name. Glad you're feeling chatty. I do have fluffy cats that shed. I know what you mean. She could be shedding a coat she developed from being outdoors. I mean, I believe that because it's all undercoat. None of it is wiry. The whole of the stuff that's coming out is like the finest down fuzz. It's so fine that when you feel it in your hand, it's so soft. Oh, she's so soft. But you can't even see it on your hand. And I have good eyesight and it's like invisible, but it is tickling everything. I hate it. Yeah, well, she lets me brush her, and I brush her a lot. No, you could absolutely spin it. It's like fluff, Lori. It really is like, it's just fluff, and it's so sticky or grippy or whatever that it would totally spin. I didn't even think of that, and that's actually a funny idea, and I think that would be fun. And she totally lets me brush her, and I brush her every day. She's not interested in letting me touch her tummy at all now. Yesterday when I touched her tummy, she started shivering. So I just backed right off. Like she lied down like she normally does when I pet her on her head, and she like lies down and lifts up one of her legs so that I can pet her tummy. And I like gently went from her neck and pet her tummy. And as soon as I hit her tummy, she started shivering. She was still purring, but like she was shivering differently, and it was a shiver. And I was like backed right off and was like, it's okay, kitty. And as soon as I like stopped, I backed off and like just started petting her head, and she stopped. So she is, and now if I am petting her, if I'm petting her on her back, when I get towards her tail end, she'll look back every time I pet her. If I'm petting her head, she's completely chill, but if I'm petting past her like shoulders, she's not really okay with it. So I've stopped, obviously, but she doesn't want me to touch her tummy anymore, and I think that feels like something could be going on. I'm not going to make any claims because this freaking cat pregnancy, Schrodinger's cat pregnancy, has been a roller coaster. But that is a thing that changed about her. And also, what else has changed about her? Oh, she's eating less. Yesterday she ate less, and today I haven't seen her eat yet. So that's a good sign for the potential of labor. Unless it's like all a bad sign and she's not feeling well, but it doesn't seem like that. It seems like she's, I don't know. I'm not, yeah, the mystery pregnancy. Honestly, Lori, you have magical kittens. I don't know. I really, truly hope in my heart of hearts now that she is pregnant and has kittens, because I don't think my brain can comprehend if she isn't pregnant. Like, I honestly, at this point, I've like drank the Kool-Aid, because if she's not pregnant, I have no idea how to switch off from believing it, because she is pregnant. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, too bad they weren't born yesterday. That would have been really cool if they were. She might be ready, Donka. Yeah, or I'm seeing a symptom that isn't there. That's also a possibility. I don't think it's probable, but as soon as she passed that weekend where I thought she was going into labor, when that passed and she didn't have babies, and then she didn't have babies the following week, I was like, I know nothing. And what were the symptoms I was seeing? Was she just in heat? And now my brain is just flip-flopping. And yeah, I don't know. We'll see. The latest she could have babies, like the latest she could have babies legally is the 29th of February, because December 29th was 28th, sorry, the 28th of February, because the 29th of February was 28th of February. Why do I keep saying 29th? The 28th of February was the day oh my God, Laura, the 28th of December was the day I finally caught her, and she's been inside since the 28th. So since then, she hasn't seen any other cats except CJ, and she only briefly, like, eye contacted him, which, if you didn't know, doesn't get cats pregnant. So if she was, at some point, if she's gotten pregnant, she has to have the babies by then, in theory. So after that point, we'll know for sure. But what do I know? Has she met Thunder yet? Yeah, Thunder's met her a couple of times. She is not interested in him, but not afraid of him, and he is not interested in her and mildly afraid of her. Like, she slept on the bed, and when Thunder got put on the bed, he had to walk around her to get to me to sleep on my side, and he walked around her. His mohawk went up. He sniffed her as he walked by, but he didn't talk to her at all. He as soon as she turned her head like, oh, there's a dog here, he eyes forward, I wasn't looking at you, and then came and lied by me. So he's very not interested in socializing, but I put a dog bed into her bedroom, and a couple of times that I've been doing something, which Thunder doesn't like when I'm actively moving around, so he will go out of the way. Like when I'm vacuuming, he goes and lies down on a different dog bed in a different room because he doesn't like the vacuum. When that was happening yesterday, he went and lied on the dog bed, which is, we have a long hallway, and the living room, this room, is at the end of that hallway, and our bedroom is at the other end, and Peekaboo's is straight. So the dog bed is right in the doorway so that he can see me in the living room. He's a very needy dog, just don't worry about it. So he can see me in the living room. So he was lying in that, she was lying on our bed, and then she has jumped off of that bed and he was lying in the bed, she walked right around him and then sat right beside him, because I moved food and water bowls. She has food and water bowls in a private area, but I put food and water bowls for her by the door of the bedroom because I was trying to entice her to hang out near the outside of her bedroom so she'll come hang out with us. And she sat and ate right in front of him, and he didn't react and she didn't react. Everybody was okay. So she's not afraid of him, which is awesome, because she's scared of loud noises, you know what I mean? If we had a big dog, I'm pretty sure she'd be scared, because she's shy and she doesn't like fast moving big things, but Thunder's very chill and slow moving, so they seem to be aware that each other exist and not interested in friendship, but not interested in conflict. So at this point, I'm cool with them. I feel safe leaving the house with neither of them confined in any way. Like, I just don't see, neither of their temperament has given me any reason to think anything could happen. Whereas, like, CJ, totally, like, after they were brothers, we weren't worried about leaving them alone anymore, but there was a period where, like, we kept them separate when we left. Like, Thunder would be closed in a bedroom, because CJ was, like, he was not super trustworthy with Thunder at the beginning. He was just mean to him when we were gone, and we would know, because Thunder would be waiting for us at the door shaking. Anyway, so, yeah, she's friendly, she's friendly. She's shy, she's a cat. She's very typical, for a cat. Like, I'm used to CJ, who was like a dog, you know what I mean? Like, coming around, jumping on us, like, being in the situation. She's more like a typical cat. Like, she wants to be near the action, but she doesn't want to be in the room. So, like, Alex and I were watching a movie, Thunder was on the bed, she lied down in our bedroom doorway and then eventually lied down under the bed. And then I picked her up and put her on the bed and she stayed. But, like, it wouldn't have worked if I went and got her from a different room and brought her into the bedroom, you know what I mean? Like, she had to be in control of all the situations, which is okay because, like, she was outside. Like, I don't have any expectations for her, let alone high expectations. She can just be, as long as she's not traumatized or afraid, I'm happy. If she's happy sleeping on my bed and not directly hanging out with me right now, I don't care. Because, again, like, let her have her time. She didn't live with anyone before, and now she's supposed to live with a whole bunch of loud animals? No. I mean, we're not loud, let's be honest. We're pretty quiet people, but anyway, she's doing really good. She is eating, except for in the last day, and it seems like there's nothing to worry about. That being said, if we are going to be keeping her around, which honestly we are keeping her around for quite a while, I can't foresee us getting rid of her unless Alex's allergies go out of control again, at which point my parents will take her, which is good. There is a good scenario, but I don't think right now either of us want to let her go. We both really like her now. So Alex even went into her room and pet her without me, and she didn't run away, so she's calm around him now too. They will become friends. Well, I think so, because she really likes to sleep. I mean, that could just be her being pregnant, but she really, I think it also has to do with the fact that she was, like, on guard. She always had to worry about if she was safe, and now she can, like, sleep on a floor and hear a noise and not immediately have to, like, duck and cover. She can stay sleeping, so I think that she's just, like, catching up on stress sleep. But I think that if she's a sleeper, if she's a big, like, if she's a little fatty and she just is actually not pregnant, just fat and loves to cuddle, Thunder will absolutely love that. How's Alex's allergies with her sleeping on your bed? Fine. His allergies have not acted up at all at night. They've only acted up in the morning, like 10 o'clock, but I, like, fully believe that it's something to do with the heat cycle in our house. Like, I think that every time the system, like, turns on in the morning after he's been sleeping, it blows allergens, right? So that's when it is. Like, 10 o'clock in the morning is when he seems to be congested, although not every day. So I'm not 100% sure. Maybe, like, I vacuum and it doesn't make his allergies act up. So maybe we have a good vacuum. It doesn't seem bad. His eczema, he's treated a couple, like, times with a steroid in the last couple of months, which is new. He hasn't had to do that for a while, but I don't know. He doesn't have, like, allergy symptoms right now. Alex?
Yes.
Are you any allergy symptoms today?
I don't think so.
How's your nose?
So far so good.
Yeah. None today. So, I don't know. He's allergic to her. I don't think he could pick her up and, like, snuggle into her hair or anything, but currently it doesn't look like she's causing much of an issue. Again, we'll address it as it is a problem. If it's a problem, we'll handle it then, but right now, seems okay. Hey there, Helen. My mom's cat once gave birth in the night on the end of my mom's bed. Oh my gosh. That would be a weird way to wake up. Yeah, part of me is like, she's gonna go find somewhere private to have her babies and I'm not gonna be able to find her, but the other part of me is like, so what if she does? I'll just move the babies upstairs into the room that I have for her. I assume she'll go to the basement. I'll just move them. If that happens, like, she can have the babies wherever she wants to have them. I'm kind of not worried about it. And plus the area I gave her is like a perfect place. So even if she's free in the house, I feel like she'll still choose that place because it's a good spot for having, it's quiet, it's dark, it's like blocked off from any, like from the door being visual. She's safe there and it's in her safe room. So I anticipate if she's pregnant, she's gonna have her babies in the space I provided for her. But I mean, like, if she doesn't, I'm not concerned. The only concern I have is, like, please don't have them on the white carpet. I don't want to have to do carpet cleaning of, like, cat. What kind of vacuum did you get? We got a... what the heck? Rewind Pet Bissell Clean View Rewind Pet. That's what it's called. Sorry, it's on the other side of my table. And it's working really, really well for us. When I was a kid, my cat had her kittens on my bed and refused to accept the new bed we gave her and kept moving them to my bed. Oh, okay. Well, hopefully that doesn't happen, because I would probably be like, she'll probably pick the farthest corner of our house, somewhere actually like dark and quiet. So hopefully she'll accept the bed. Hopefully she'll just have the babies in the whelping box, assuming again that she is pregnant. So yeah, that's Peekaboo's update. I hope she's getting ready to have her kittens, but I know nothing, so I don't know. P.S. Don't forget to like the video if you haven't hit the like button yet. If you have hit the like button, just like mute me in your head, and then in a second I'll be done saying don't forget to click the like button. Oh, actually I do have something else I want to do now, because it seems like most of the gang has had enough time to show up. So, and what are you making? I am making the fireside pullover, the sweater for this Friday. Whew. The sweater for this Friday. Okay, so I just want to say thank you for a quick sec. I want to take a minute. And I want to say thank you to my patrons, because you guys are amazing, and there are now 21 patrons. Can you believe that? 21 people. That's amazing, and I love all of you, and I really do appreciate you helping me out on Patreon by donating, subscribing. You get like a membership for a month. Anyway, I want to just say thank you to my individual patrons and give verbal shout outs, because I appreciate you guys, and I don't know, I feel like that's a good way to say thank you. So Dave on a Rave, thank you so much for being the sole member of the Last Minute Laura flock. If you want to join Dave at the top, then join Dave as part of the Last Minute Laura flock. But Dave on a Rave, thank you so much. Thunder's Buddy, we've got Jazz, Claire, Diane, and Alexandra. Thank you so much, all four of you. They are part of the Thunder's Buddy tier, and thank you so much. They get the video a day early. Dave does as well. And then my eggs, my $2 a month patrons, thank you so much for joining. I know it's just the price of a cup of coffee for you guys, but for me, it adds up to like a substantial amount that allows me to fund making videos, that allows me to keep this as a job, and that's the goal, right, is to keep this as a job. So my egg patrons, it's called an egg, like, because I have chickens, just so you know. Nina, thank you. Zach, thank you. Chloe, Tina Abigail, thank you. Lori, thank you so much. Hannah, thank you so much. Oracle Beauty Journals and Jay Jones, thank you guys so much. Anita, Antoinette, and Margaret, thank you. Thank you for being patrons. And Kathy, Mary Kate, and Donka, thank you so much. I really do appreciate you guys. The $2 a month patrons, it's like I said, cup of coffee. You get all of my written patterns that I write for my bullet journal. You get access to all of those, and then you also get your names at the end of my videos in that little card, and you also get access to the Discord. So we have a group Discord where you can like chat, upload photos, ask questions, that sort of stuff. I'm in there. A lot of the people in the live stream chat are in there, and you get access to that through the Patreon. So if that sounds like it's up your alley, definitely join. If it's not up your alley, don't join. But if it is not up your alley, but it's because you don't want to do anything financial, monetary, like the video, subscribe. Those things are free. Share the video, leave a comment. Those things are free, and they're really helpful. So, and that concludes the advertisement for this video. Donka, yes, that was more fun. That was fun. More to come. I saw your video of your vacuum on Discord. You made a video on your vacuum? That's so cute. I always get the allergy approved vacuum. I wonder if mine is allergy approved. It says pet, so I just assumed it would absorb pet things. Isn't that how it works? Thank you, darling.
You're welcome.
What else was I going to... Oh, right. The fireside pullover, Lori. I have the fireside pullover. It's due Friday. Hey there, Jenna. It's due Friday, and for patrons, it's due Thursday, because I give my $5 and up patrons, they get my videos a day early, so I have to get the video done by Thursday. So I'm trying to get the crochet work for it that I can do off camera. I'm trying to get it done today during the stream so that tomorrow I can do the final filming, and Wednesday I can do the final assembly. I'm cutting it a little closer this week. Even though I started with lots of time, I still feel the time crunch of Thursday is coming, gotta get the video done. So I gotta get a lot of crochet work done, basically, is where we're at. Ooh, I just heard a meow. 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 Peekaboo. I don't think she knows her name is Peekaboo yet, but that's okay. She has time to learn. She is. Meow. You heard her? Okay, good. I'm glad you guys could hear her. She's so cute. Her meow is so sad. CJ's meow is like a talkative, like, I don't know how to explain CJ's meow. It's like, it's chill. He's just talking. Peekaboo's meow is so forlorn, so sad. It sounds like she's just it sounds like she is just devastated when you hear her meow. It doesn't matter if you're looking at her in the eye, she does like this ow, like this awful sounding meow, but when no one's in the room, she just sounds so sad. It sounds like she's just like looking out a window like, come save me. But girl, you're in a warm house. Anyway, my cats are confused, probably because my meowing is so accurate. That's probably what it is. So this sweater, I'm hoping to get this body piece done today, and then the sleeve I'm hoping to get done this evening. I'm just hoping that my lighting will hold up. I broke almost all of my light bulbs, and that's like a real story that really happened. I'm not even exaggerating. Well, no, you know what? CJ did it both times. CJ broke the lighting, eh? You know how it fell both times? Yeah. Both times it was CJ. I just thought of that. Hey there, Yojo. Why is it called fireside? Because to me it kind of looks like coals, you know, like red hot coals, because it's got black and gray and red and orange, a little bit of white. I don't know. That's what I thought. So I called it the fireside pullover. I just think it's like, sort of like a fire. Maybe it's a stretch. That's what I thought though. But anyway, if you guys remember, Crystal, it was Crystal, wasn't it? I believe it was Crystal, yeah. Crystal bought off of my Amazon wish list for me these lights, and they're like light stands for making videos, and they're like they're nice lights, and they're nice light stands, and they have 4 light bulbs in each light stand, and I have 2 of them now. And thank you, Crystal, by the way, if you're still watching, thank you. Both times when I was filming downstairs in the downstairs kitchen, CJ knocked over each of those light stands at different times, but it smashed the bulbs in it. And the bulbs are a special type of bulb because it's it's for a special thing. It's a specific bulb, and I just have to buy new bulbs, but I haven't. So I've been using daylight to film again because I haven't bought new light bulbs. So very interesting, I know, just riveting content. Basically, what I'm saying is I don't know if I'll be able to film this evening because I don't know how long I'll be able to make the lighting look good. And the lighting's gotta look good, you guys. Okay, just wondering. Fair. I just thought it kind of, it looks like a fire. I don't know. I'm open to other suggestions. No, I'm not. The pattern is already written. And I haven't taken a photo of it yet, so sorry patrons, you're going to be getting it tomorrow or Wednesday, but you are getting the pattern. And those bulbs are so expensive. Yeah. That's why I didn't initially buy them, because I went online and like was like, okay, well, I just have to replace the bulbs, and then I put them in my cart and I was like, oh no, that's a lot. So I just haven't bought them yet. But it is on the list of to do. How many patterns do you do in a month? Well, it depends on the month. My plan is to be doing 4, but some months I'm not going to be doing crochet. Yeah, Luz, the plan is every week, but on some weeks I'm not going to be doing crochet. I'll be doing like natural dye. So on those weeks, it'll be the instructions for whatever I'm making, basically. Hey there, Kyla. So what I do is for all of my videos, I do a bullet journal spread. So if I'm doing a video on like a plant hanger, I'll do a bullet journal spread for it. And that's lots. Well, I mean, right now I'm feeling productive. I can't promise. I don't put on there that I'm putting out 4 a month. Like I don't guarantee, but I say you get all of my bullet journal patterns. That's what I provide. So if I have a week off because I get the flu, then I'm not going to put a video. You won't get a pattern. But if I write 4 patterns in a week, and that's never going to happen, you would get more patterns. Basically, my goal is to aim for 1 a week. That's the plan. Again, some weeks it's not going to be a crochet project, though. It's going to be how I did the natural dye for the avocados. It's going to be like a mending project. Like, it's not going to all be crochet. So, yeah, 4 of my, the idea is 1 a week of my bullet journal spreads. Right now, that's all crochet because that's what I'm doing right now. So there's that. Still, that's a lot of work. It is a lot of work, but it's the benefit to me is that this is how I've justified it, like time-wise. I do the bullet journal spreads regardless of Patreon. Like, I wasn't sharing it anywhere. I was just having them for me, and they would show up in the tutorial videos, like up at the corner of the video while I'm working. But I mostly did them just, not mostly, I've done them only just for me. I haven't given them to people. I make them for myself. So when I'm taking flat lay pictures of the pattern pieces, which I do for the video, I just am also taking flat lay pictures of the bullet journal. So it's not adding a huge amount of work. It's adding 1 more flat lay setup per week. But I already was going to do the bullet journal entry. It's not like I'm creating a new job for myself to make money. It's a job I already do that I'm monetizing. Does that make sense? So yes, it's, do you grade your garment patterns? No, I do not. I have tried, and I have no strength in that area. So what I try to do is I have the thing that I did for my pattern in the bullet journal pattern, and then the video I explain how you would make it bigger or smaller if you needed to. Yeah, that's how I do that. So the plan in the future, my in a good situation, what I want to do is have my bullet journal pattern be transferred somehow into like a print. Like, I want to make a print out of the drawings, and then the instructions that I followed printed on the other side, you know? Like a recipe card, but for my pattern. That's kind of like the idea that I'm working towards. Oh, Donka, Kyla, you got engaged. That's awesome. Congrats. That's so cool. Did you get engaged yesterday? A Valentine's Day proposal? Aw, that's so cute. Congratulations. That's so awesome. That sounds lovely. Very original. Well, Luz, what I've been thinking in my little noggin was kind of like, do you know how Bernadette Banner sells her prints? And they're like beautiful 8.5 by 11 drawings? Yeah, no, I'm running out of yarn for sure for this. Bernadette Banner's drawings, I was thinking like her watercolor paintings, that kind of a style, but my bullet journal, and then the back would be like a calligraphy recipe card type idea. Or like a a recipe or like a menu. Like that's the way I'm thinking of it, is like either like a recipe or not a menu, more like a wedding invitation. The way like I'm thinking it is on like cardstock or something a little bit thicker. I don't know. Haven't completely I haven't like I haven't zhuzhed it out. I don't have the word right now. The ones that do, hold on. The ones I do that I follow a pattern size, I always has one spot that doesn't fit quite like I want. The ones I do that I follow a pattern always has one spot that doesn't fit quite like what I want. Hold on. I found that my sweaters that I've made using kind of the same method you use are the ones I love the best. Yes, so same. I have that issue anytime that I've tried, which is one time, that I tried to make a yoke. I tried to follow a pattern for like a top-down sweater, and as soon as it got to the armpits, I was like, I did everything right, and anyway, I understand what you're trying to say. Don't worry about my sentences. Sometimes I just can't make sentences. Sounds nice. Cool, I hope it'll be nice. I hope the idea will work out. Also, another idea that I that I've had for a while is, I think your idea for the prints is very interesting. Yeah, I don't know how to, here's the thing. Just breathe, Laura. Here's the thing. I want to find ways to diversify my portfolio so that I can make a little bit more money, but I don't want to be adding a workload. So the prints right now would be adding a workload because I would have to do like I would have to transition the bullet journals into like a print thing. So it's like an extra job, whereas the photos going on Patreon is not really an extra job. It's like an extra social media piece. It's just like a little blip. So yeah, I don't know how the prints, how I'll make that work. I think I'll have to do like some kind of preset thing so that all I have to do is drag and drop. I have to find a way to streamline it, basically. It was very low-key and simple. Last year, my now fiance gave me a fair trade promise ring. This year, he gave me a fair trade gift and hid a family heirloom ring. Oh, I love that. Family heirloom ring. Yeah, give us some description. I wanna know about this heirloom ring. How heirloom are we talking? Like 100 years or like 30 years? Kaylee, hi there, Kaylee. So I think that's what I've got to talk about. That's what I wanted to say. I have some other stuff though that's on the docket. Yeah, if I missed replying to something because I lost my train of thought, bear with me. I'm dealing with that too today. So just repeat things if I miss something. So the other exciting thing that I'm doing is a ruby ring. Gold band belonged to his aunt. Oh, that's so cool. I love that idea. I love heirloom things. Okay, so the other idea, conflict-free, awesome. The other thing that I'm working towards, I want to sew something. I haven't sewn something in a long time. Like, it feels like a really long time. My wedding ring's over 100 years old, not an heirloom, an antique. That's so cool though, Frida. I love that. I love antique. I love heirloom. I love the idea that the first person who was wearing it is dead. Not for that reason, just the idea that it has a whole story of its own. But I don't want it to be like, I don't know. Oh, a new patron! I just got an email that I got a new patron. So, who is it? Curls, Yoli, hey there, welcome. Thank you for joining Patreon. Thank you. Hey there, Yoli. Do you have any top-down sweater patterns? Lol, I just was saying the only time that I really wasn't enjoying a pattern was a top-down. No, I don't have any top-down yet, but obviously I've not mastered it yet, so it is still on the list of things that I need to learn. Thank you for joining my Patreon, by the way. I do appreciate it. Shoot, I'm so off. My brain is so foggy today. Anyway, let me just recenter myself again and remember what I was trying to do. Okay, yes, I want to hand sew something again. I haven't sewn something in a long time, and I want to hand sew. I kind of want to machine sew also, but my machines are unreliable and I don't want to deal with them, so I figured I will hand sew Thank you, darling.
Welcome.
You sweet man. What is it, by the way?
Mint tea.
Oh, thank you. It's all mine. Okay, so I want to sew something, and I have decided what I'm gonna.
Oh no!
What?
It's not mint.
What is it?
Chamomile.
Oh, that's okay. Chamomile's good too. The colors of what you're making are beautiful. Thank you, Kyla. It is going to be a men's pullover, like a pullover sweater. I thought it was extra large, but I don't know. I think it might be like large. I think I'm a little small for measurements for this one. So I want to sew something, and I have this white fabric that's really pretty, and I have a white sheet that's like a high quality cotton, like super fine weave, soft cotton sheet. So I figure I'll use the cotton sheet for a lining and then my pretty white fabric as the outer fabric, and that way I'll have enough because I only bought 2 meters of the white fabric and the dress that I usually make is 3 meters. And if I could, I would want to make it a little longer than that even. So if I only use the white fabric that I purchased for the outer layer, then I should have enough fabric to do that. But I want to sew a dress, and it's going to be white, which is a problem because I want to film it, and white doesn't always like film well for me. I have issues with focus when it has to do with the white things for me. I'm getting into patchwork, but I hate following patterns, so it's improv quilting, having fun. Yes, anytime it's hand sewing for me, it's pretty improv. I'm not gonna follow a pattern like to the T, but also the great thing about hand sewing, in my opinion, is that it's like a lot harder to make a mistake than it is in not hand sewing. It's way more enraging to make a mistake because picking out stitches that you put in by hand, it's like among the worst things ever. But when you do it by hand, it's so slow and such a process that you can like make it fit so perfectly. And that's what I'm excited about. I want to make a really nicely fitted bodice, and like obviously like 1950s housewife, that's all I make. That's all I'm gonna make. But I was thinking maybe of doing some kind of sleeve, you know, like those milkmaid dresses, except imagine like a 1950s housewife, but with the milkmaid dress sleeves. So they're kind of puffy, like there's an elastic in it, but it's more like flowy. I want something that's like super, basically ethereal. I just want to look like an ethereal, like 1840s forest nymph. That's what the goal is, but in a white dress. Hey there, Joanna from Croatia. Laura, love this pullover you're wearing, thank you. I'm obsessed with puffy sleeves. Me too. I've found that I'm loving doing wearable crochet, and so you should. It's so rewarding to have wearable crochet because then every time you go out, someone is bound to be like, I like your sweater, and then you could be like, let me tell you all about it. But puffy sleeves are what I want in my whole life. I shall pass the word. We're looking for a simple wedding band, and he wants to resize a family heirloom ring as well. That's so cool. We want to get married in a chapel in Yosemite. That's so cool. That'll be fun. We're gonna get married in our backyard because our backyard is magic, and also, nope, that's the only reason. No, it's not. It's also gonna be cheaper and smaller. Laura, I want to weave panels and make a poncho by sewing them together in the front and back. I suck at sewing. Should I do hand sewing? If you do hand sewing, you'll love that thing forever, like forever and ever, because it's such a process. Like, it's slow, and you won't have straight lines. Like, maybe you will, but I don't have straight lines. My stitches, I never can keep the stitch perfectly straight. The line is straight, but the stitch itself is like not straight because I can't. Yeah, hand sew it. Why not? I mean, you're gonna be able to get it done. I don't know how good it'll look like up close, but no one's gonna see it from far away anyway, and if it's a poncho that's gonna be 2 rectangles, all you really have is 2 straight seams, right? I would say a split back stitch would be what I would use, because the poncho, where it's gonna be sewn is gonna be the neckline, which will be like jangled around, right? Like when you put it on, I'm thinking. So since it has a lot of like, right here, we'll have a lot of aggression. What is that? What would you call that? A lot of wear, it moves around a lot here, and that's where your seam will be. your shoulders will like pull on it. So I would say do a split back stitch, but I would also, if you're doing hand sewing, I would add a little tie. It doesn't have to be functional, just sew like a little thing here and a little thing here on the seam and tie it together, and that'll just create a better anchor. Like it'll be stronger than just your hand sewing stitches. And you could do it around the whole neckline and have, oh, you could start, like, imagine 2 like pieces of twill tape. You don't have to imagine. I got you, boo. So you got 2 pieces of twill tape. You can sew them to cover that raw edge of your work. So you'd like fold your work and then put this on top of it and sew it just along the neckline there and then all the way around to the neckline. And then you tie that in a bow and sew the bow flat on the back. And then on the front, you leave the little hangy bits. And then when you put it on, you would like tie these hangy bits, but it also keeps it continuity by having it on the... That's a thought. It's an option. All of this talk about creative ideas, just nice. It's fun, right? What about a delicate crochet sleeve? Ooh, a delicate crocheted sleeve would be nice. Oh, for the dress. Ooh. That might actually be kind of cool. Like instead of the fabric for those puffy milkmaid sleeves, to do that puffy milkmaid sleeve in like a something lighter than sock knit, like a lace weight. That'd be pretty cool. Yes, girl, work that fashion. You got it. Yes, for the dress. That's a cool idea. Or even like lacy, like not bell sleeves, cap sleeves, like lacy cap sleeves might be cool. Okay, my daughter sewed placemats and chair cushions for her new apartment. Oh, that's cool. Wow. Chair cushions, so productive. I need to have a better like house crochet, house sewing. But anyway, I do want to sew this dress, and I know what I'm going to do for the bodice. I have my go-to pattern, but for the body, like for the bottom, for the skirt, I want to do gathering because I want it to be flowy and beautiful. But I'm thinking for the bottom, I'll make the under piece, like the lining, I'll do the lining not gathered. Yeah, so the lining will be just like as big as my body plus a couple inches, and then the outer fabric, the white fabric, will be super, I can't follow anymore, so I'm gonna leave. Okay, bye Wilma, have a good rest of your day. Thanks for coming. Don't forget to like the video. So then the outer fabric will be gathered so that when I spin, it's like a circle, but I won't have underwear showing because the under fabric will be like more fitted. That's what I'm thinking I'm gonna do. And I think I want it to be, maybe if I can, I think I want it to be ankle length, not floor length, ankle length. Something that my goal is to wear it outside in the summer as like a regular wear dress. Yes, a white cotton dress. I plan on wearing it outside, going in the forest and stuff like that. I want it to be a useful dress, even though like totally not functional as a real dress, but my plan is to like wear it like it is, because to me that feels magical, you know, like a lacy, not lacy, but like a light cotton dress in the forest, like a long dress. I don't know, to me it seems magical, so that's my imagination. That's what my imagination is telling me I'm gonna do with it. But we'll see. Maybe I'll be like in love with it and I will use it as my wedding dress. Probably not, because my wedding dress I feel like is gonna have to be like slightly fancier fabric. It doesn't have to be, but like maybe not a bed sheet, you know? And it'll be naturally dyed by Mother Nature. See, that's what I was thinking. Like imagine me going berry picking in this white flowy dress and then like grabbing the dress skirts to go over a hill, and now there's like berry stains. I don't know. To me, it seems whimsical, okay? And it doesn't need to make sense. I just want to be a Disney princess. I just want to be a Disney princess that also is a 1950s housewife, that also is an inventor man from the 1800s. You know, like a clock. Like if I was from the 1800s and I was a man, I'd be one of those guys with a shop for clocks, you know? You bring your clock there to get fixed. I don't know, they're called something. There's a name for them, right? For clogsmiths, You know what I'm saying. Yeah. I like the idea of having Mother Nature stains. Me too, right? Like grass stains along the bottom edge and like brown and green and aw, totally, it'd be cool. And then like yellow would stain it from the flowers that are in the forest that I go in. That'd be super cool. I'd be into it. Oh, I have to go to my mom's house today after this. Alex and I are gonna go for a driving date because the world is on fire and everything's closed. But since my mom made a cheesecake for me, Laura, you've gotten me hooked on egg salad sandwiches, and so I should. Egg salad sandwiches are amazing. I just want to be a Disney princess. I love that, Laura. I need to make a sweater with that on it. You know what's funny is that I bet you at some point in my very young life, like 5-year-old Laura probably also said, I just want to be a Disney princess, but now it's like, I'm still saying it and I'm almost 30, so we're working towards it. And also egg salad sandwiches are amazing, and I'm starving right now, so an egg salad sandwich sounds like a great idea, but I didn't boil any eggs. And I don't have any room on my stove because I am doing a lot of yarn dyeing today. And instead of doing it in my yarn dyeing kitchen, I'm doing it in my kitchen. I made a raw meal yesterday, Kyla says. Kelp noodles with homemade miso broth. So good. Ooh. Homemade miso broth. What's in miso broth? Okay, my mom made a cheesecake. So my mom is a baking lady. And for some reason, people are using her for baked goods. What am I trying to say? My mom sells her baked goods. She made extra cheesecake. She made a cheesecake for us. That's the actual sentence I was trying to have. It came out so muddled. Basically, there is a tasty cheesecake waiting for me, and I really want to eat it. So I have to go pick it up. She told me yesterday, but I didn't want to leave the house yesterday because yesterday was Valentine's Day. So we're gonna go today, and that'll be fine, and that'll be nice. I almost wish that it was tomorrow because tomorrow everything opens again. Today it's a civic holiday here. Is it a civic holiday or a provincial holiday?
I think provincial.
It's a provincial holiday here. Which for you Americans would be like a state holiday, not a national holiday. So Alex still has to work because he works for the federal government, not the provincial government. So he's still working, but a lot of businesses get the day off. Like it's a closed store day. Like even if the lockdown wasn't in effect, stores would be closed. So I kind of wish that we were going to pick up this cheesecake tomorrow because then I could stop at the plant store on the way home and buy an oxalis, which I want to do literally tomorrow. Like I shouldn't the first day everything opens back up, but do you think everyone will? Ugh, probably. Anyway, I want to go to a garden center in the next unit of time. Also, my little sister got a new pattern for masks that has no seam in the front, which is great. So it's like it uses folds instead of sewing lines, so there's no seam. So she's making me new masks, and she's gonna give me the pattern so I can make one. And I'm thinking of putting that as a tutorial, a hand sewing tutorial, like a smaller tutorial, because now the guidelines for us anyway is to wear a surgical mask and then to wear a fabric mask on top of it, and the fabric mask should not have any seam in the front, which the pattern that a lot of people are using is that like half of a mask sewn together twice. So yeah, what do you think? New mask pattern? What are you using for dye? Hold on. You can follow my day from toothpaste to vegan meals. What? I'm confused. What are you using for dye? For what? For what? What am I dyeing? Kyla sounds yum. Did you warm it up any? Kyla, miso paste, garlic, coconut nectar, liquid aminos, and some other ingredients. I was skeptical at first, but the broth was good. Well, that's cool. Cheesecake, delightful. Enjoy the driving date, especially to go get that cheesecake. Yes for new mask pattern. Cool, new mask pattern, totally. Kyla, I like watching vegan meals from Fully Raw Christina. Of course, I can't always eat raw. I do eat plant-based, however, I rarely eat meat. Just take Fully Raw Christina's advice with a grain of salt because she misses a lot of key nutrients like vitamin B12 and selenium and iodine. I don't know that for a fact. I just watch Unnatural Vegan and she hates on all of them. So I know that. Yes, I agree, Laura. Good. Hold on. You said you were dyeing yarn today. I'm dyeing the next 2 skeins with the avocado seeds. So yesterday and the day before, I dyed the avocado yarn. I made the dye for the avocado yarn. This is my color that I got from it, which it looks brown on camera, but I swear it's pink. It's like really pink. Oh, it's like millennial pink. It's pretty and I really like it. Anyway, so the second dye bath, like the first exhaust dye bath, I suppose, is now sitting with 2 more skeins in it. So ideally there'll be a little bit of a paler color, and then the third set of 2 skeins will go in after that. So I'm using the same dye bath each time, new yarn. It's pretty. It's Lori in real life. I need to get a color accurate picture of it because it's so pretty. It's like there's more than just the millennial pink going on. There's like some magic in there other than the millennial pink. Also, I am wearing antiperspirant right now, but I am sweating profusely and my house heat is not on high and it's not even hot in here, just so you know. Figured I'd let you know. Hey there, birdie. I can see the pink when you put it close to the camera. Okay, let me try again then, because I want you to see it. Also, I am just gonna check if my house is on 100 degrees, because I'm boiling hot. Ugh. It is. It's on 100 degrees. Oh. What was I gonna get again? Oh, the pink. Sorry, I had to take the lid off of my yarn that's dyeing. Does it show up pink? I need, you know what I need is something white to put it against. Oh yeah, the yarn that I started with. That's accurate, I think. Isn't that pretty? Can you see the 2 different colored pinks now? The one that's closer to the white has like purple, and the one farther away from the white is like orange. Obviously that's like an exaggeration, but you see what I mean? This side was dipped in wood ash solution. The other side was not. Is that the Knit Picks yarn? Yes, it's the Knit Picks yarn. It is. Hey there, Yojo. And thank you. I think it's pretty. I like it a lot. Yes. Yes, very pretty. I think so. I think it'll make for a pretty sweater. And I'm going to do a cardigan, so it's going to be the Avo Cardi. Hey there, Kieran. Kieran, are you from Ireland, perhaps? Or Scotland? I'm not going to lie, I can't tell the name difference, but you have a very either of those 2 places name, and don't get upset with me, I know they're different places, but I want to say Ireland, but then I think like Nova Scotia, Scotland, Kieran McGarry could be in Nova Scotia too. Anyway, where are you from, Kieran? Is it going to be a tutorial? Yes, I've been filming along the whole way, Lori. So I haven't started the crochet part obviously, but the yarn dyeing part is filmed all along the way, and I've already edited the rough copy of all the footage I have up to this point, that's the first video of March, and I'm already rough cut edited everything I have up to this point. So the natural dye video will be the first video in March, and so far it looks pretty good. Nope, Ontario. Oh, well, I'm in Ontario too. I knew someone named Kieran once. McGarry. Probably not you, but I knew someone named Kieran once, and I'm in Ontario, so you're probably him. Irish way. So, okay, so the first guess was right. Do you see? I doubted myself and then added in Scottish, but I first said Irish. Irish way back when. Yes, I just mean your name is very, Kieran is very Irish. Now I know, and McGarry, you know. I have a freezer full of avocado and a box of Knit Picks yarn. Well, then you're gonna have to do it, and you're gonna have to. Lori, do you have a fireplace? Because if you are going to do it, then what you need to do now is put some ashes from your fireplace into a jar, and then fill the jar halfway with ashes, fill the jar the rest of the day with water, and shake it, and then just put it aside until you actually do the dyeing, because that liquid will be what helps the pink go from like an orangey pink to more of like a purpley pink. It's not purple, but like mauve purple. Laura, your videos are making up a good portfolio, not just the book journal. Thanks, Kyla. Appreciate you. Yes, I do. Okay, sounds good. Then do that when you have a chance, Lori. It will benefit your pinks greatly. Once there were 3 of us in one class growing up. It seems to be a really common name. Really? I've only ever met one Kieran. Nope, you're right, 2 Kierans. But one of them I didn't meet. It was a boy in my sister's grade, but I only knew one Kieran. He was allergic to red meat. I remember that, and I remember being like, that's not a thing. And then he was like, no, it really is a thing. And I was like, no, it's not. And for like a long time, I mean, I was a little kid, I was probably like 10. I did not believe that was a thing. It is. You can be allergic to red meat. And do I need other stuff? The soda ash. You need, thank you, Heather. I'm actually feeling rather gorgeous today, so appreciate you noticing. Do I need the other stuff? The soda ash. You need sodium. You need, oh no, you need, hold on. Shoot, what is it called? A sodium, is it sodium? You need the, not the one for cotton. Oh my God, what is it called, Laura? It's called, it's for pickling. Acetate, acid something. Your mood definitely seems lifted and you seem very happy. Good to see you so chirpy. Yes, I'm feeling very productive, very talky, and I'm in a really good mood today for sure. So welcome. Today is a good day because I'm probably not going to be like, oh, I have nothing to talk about. I'm feeling like I could talk about anything. I can't think of, ow, thank you, Frida. Thank you, Kyla. Aluminum sulfate is what you need, Lori. You can get it on Amazon. I know, like, don't advertise Amazon, but you can get it on Amazon for like $6 or $7. I think you can get it also at the grocery store, allegedly in the pickling section. If you're there, grab cream of tartar. Cream of tartar, okay, so the aluminum sulfide. Aluminum sulfate. Sulfide. It's one of those two. It's called alum, but the right thing is aluminum sulfate or sulfide. Anyway, that thing makes your wool rough, and somehow the cream of tartar powder added in when you're doing your mordanting, when you're putting the alum in, apparently softens it. So add it. I forgot to this time, but they say it's useful. But yeah, no, you need alum for your wool, and you technically you don't need alum because avocado pits have tannin in them, which is a dye, which is a mordant, sorry, so that would fix the dye. But if you soak your avocado pits first, it'll release a lot of the tannin. I found out what makes that yellow brown. The liquid turns yellow if you leave the avocado pits in there a while. It's because tannins leach out in cold water. Tannins contain that yellow brown. So if you leach it out, you will want the alum. So if you just like heat up your avocado pits, you don't need any alum. But if you soak your avocado pits for a couple of days up to a month, is what I did, it'll create an orange liquid. You pour that liquid off, and then when you heat those avocado pits up, you'll get a pinker pink. So you can give yourself more work if you want, basically, is what I'm saying. The least amount of work required is just heat up your avocado pits and then put your yarn in there, but you can always add more work. Hey there, Charlotte. It's snowing here in Indiana. Cool. They have it in the spice section. Okay, good. And beautiful Charlotte, snow is what we need in the Sierra Mountains. Well, we are able to give you all the snow, but no liquid. The snow is literally like the most dry, powdery snow It's so dry outside, it's like silent. When there isn't a car or an animal making noise, there is no noise. Like there is no background noise. Obviously winter is quiet because there's no insects and there's fewer birds, but like it's eerie outside. It's silent. And Alex said this morning he went for a little drive to pick up our curbside coffee and donuts. Don't judge us. But when he was out, he said there was no one. There was just nobody out. He said it was eerie. That was the word he used. Yeah, so that's that. That's where we're at with the snow. I'm kind of over it, to be honest. It's beautiful, but I'm kind of over it. Yeah, totally. It's like cold enough for that, Frida, to hear the ice sing. It's scary to hear the ice sing if you've ever not heard it, because it just sounds like it's cracking all around you, even though it's not. It is, but it's not. Have you ever used turmeric to dye? Helen, I haven't. I would love to see what color that makes. I know it makes a very bright yellow, but I've had such success with my yellow onion skins. You know, the papery, dry skins on the outside of the onion? That makes for such a beautiful gold. It's the groundhog's fault. Yeah, thanks a lot, Wyerton Willie. Die, not die. I knew what you meant. Frida, me too. Sorry. Charlotte, if you want the snow, come to northern Florida. If you don't want the snow. So for the yellow onion skins give such a beautiful gold that I've never really sought out something for something more yellow. Like onion skins makes the most saturated yellow that any yellow could make. So turmeric might give you like a more fluorescent yellow, but I wasn't interested in it because the onion skins gave me exactly what I wanted. But it is still something I haven't tried, so it is something that I could try. I have tried with like chili powder, like red. It doesn't work, in case you wanted to know. It doesn't stain red the way you would think. It's supposed to be summer where I'm at and it's snowing. That's incorrect weather for... That doesn't work. That sucks. Sorry that it's supposed to be summer and it's wintering. Here it's supposed to be winter, so I can't do much about it. Just gotta wait it out. Just gotta wait it out. So, yeah, this filming over the weekend, I was filming some, like, I don't know what to call them. To Alex, I called them mini movies, but they're not movies. It's like movies for within the tutorial to show the passage of time. So I was filming like, but it's not even B-roll, it's like more than B-roll because it's for a purpose to show the passage of time, not just to give context. So basically that's true, it is brighter outside, Frida. So basically what I was doing was I would film a sequence for the natural dye video, and then I would film a sequence about something else. So I would film like me putting away the dishes was one of them, or the, hey Laura, I might have missed this, but are you not selling yarn anymore? Not currently. No. I mean, I still have some of my hand-dyed yarn. It might still be up on my website, but I don't think so. But not right now, not currently. I haven't been dyeing enough yarn to sell. Time-lapse, not a time-lapse. It's like a mini, like a little tiny movie. Like it'll only be 30 seconds, but there will be multiple shots in it of a thing. Some of them are time-lapses. I was also wondering that, Kyla. Hey Shelby, and same answer. But one of them I did was like the chickens, and it was me, like a video of outside where you can see me going to get the eggs, me bringing the eggs back in, a video of the chickens, and then a video showing off the eggs. Another one is like repotting a plant. So those little things, I'm gonna make them only a few seconds long, but I'm gonna use them to indicate the passage of time between, basically it'll be like the screen that goes 2 hours later, except it'll be a little mini thing instead of saying that, to show that time has passed, because the natural dye thing, I can show you my scenes and then you'd be like, wow, what a cool thing, but I want it to be obvious that like there were 12 hours in between these two shots. It took a long time of sitting on the stove. So that was me being creative this weekend, was doing extra filming that I didn't need to do, but I was enjoying doing. So I think I'm gonna do that a little bit more in my videos, put little transition clips, I want to say, like clips that don't necessarily have to do with the tutorial at hand, but indicate transition. So I did that. And I can't believe I'm already edited it. Like I edited all the footage I have for the natural dye video, and I finished, and then I put the memory card in, and then I started editing. Like I was like, the Adderall be hitting different this week, let me tell you. Because I am feeling like I'm really getting stuff done. And the house isn't a mess. Like this is not, who took over? Our house is not trashed, and I am not crying. Everything's great. My nose is itchy right now though. Anyway, how's your week going? Oh wait, it's only Monday for you. For me, my weekend now, I've realized, is Friday. My weekend day is Friday. Because on Fridays the video comes out and I have no responsibilities. And then Saturday I have the stream, and then Sunday, like, I guess Sunday could be a weekend. Friday and Sunday. But all through the week now I'm like doing jobs. I'm working at what I do. I'm trying to keep moving forward. I'm trying to keep making videos. I mean, honestly, I don't anticipate being able to keep up the fervor that I have for it right now. Like, I'm feeling really engaged with it all. I'm feeling not pessimistic. I won't say I'm 100% optimistic all the time or anything, but I'm not feeling pessimistic right now. I'm not feeling like, what am I doing? But I know eventually those feelings, they tend to come back and flare up. So I don't anticipate keeping this schedule of one video a week every week, no fail. Like, I'm not going to guarantee that, but I am aiming for that. I'm aiming for one video a week every week. But I mean, if I stream twice and I miss a tutorial, I'm not going to beat myself up over it. The walnut yarn, I was ready to purchase a few. Well, the walnut yarn is quite beautiful, but I only have sock weight left. I don't have any more of those colors in thick yarn. This was a few months ago. Well, here's the thing. I don't do yarn dyeing for sale now, but if you had, like, if you had something you were looking for, if I have a sweater weight of it, I can do the dye for you. Like, I can do that. If you wanted a sweater weight or something of yarn, just let me know. Reach out to me either in the Discord or on Instagram, and I can custom dye things. Because I am doing dyeing anyway, and I have walnuts stored. But anyway, that's what's been going on here. Do you sell walnut husks, Laura? No, I haven't. I don't know if you're allowed. I don't think I could sell them, especially if you're in the States. I don't think I could, because it's like a plant product. Maybe if I dehydrated it and like powdered it, then it would be a product, but I think as a plant, I don't think I can. Something to look into though. Not a bad idea. Also very heavy. Heavy because they're waterlogged, like they're fruit, right? Now I've finished painting my nails. I blatantly ignore all the advice and went for an almost blackberry red. Ooh, I love red. I prefer red. Like warm tones on nails, I don't like blue, you know? I've worn it. I don't prefer it. I prefer neutrals and reds on my fingers and toes. So I probably think your nail color is beautiful. Quick question, can you dye with pine cones? Because they're everywhere where I live. So yes and no. Pine cones have a lot of tannin in them as well. So you can use pine cones to mordant your yarn and it'll give you like a taupey beige. It won't do enough. If you want to make like a really light, like nutty beige, then I could say yes, you could. But you're not going to get like anything like that's going to make you go wow when you do pine cones. But if you're dyeing with something else and you don't have any alum, you could boil pine cones and then soak your yarn in the pine cone water and then dye your yarn with whatever you were dyeing, and it would pre-mordant your yarn. So, but it mordants it with a tannin, so it will modify the color that you end up dyeing it with. Like if you were dyeing with an onion skin but you mordant it in tannin, you might end up with a darker orangey yellow as opposed to, I don't know, like a bright gold. So yes, you can dye with pine cones, with coconuts. What was that? Yes, you can dye with pine cones. How effective? Not entirely sure. I know there's a pine cone from some red something. A big red something. Redwood? I don't know if it's a redwood. It's red something. And those can give a warm brown. But I don't remember what tree it's from. I think it's called red. Like, I think red is in the name of the tree. But I can't recall, so I don't know. Oh, golly. I wonder if we can grow indigo here in southern Ontario. I wonder. I guess I could Google it. Can indigo grow in southern Ontario? 'Cause good things grow in Ontario. That's our provincial song for farmers. Oh cool, I can use it as a mordant. I'm going to try that ASAP. Cool, good. I'm glad it's useful. I get done with school at 3. Yay, Kaylee, good. Blue indigo. Blue wild indigo. A tall perennial that grows into a shrub. Unlike other perennials that tend to look weedy, this plant maintains a nice shape and healthy looking foliage until the end of the season. Easy to maintain, adapts well. Blooms do not appear until the 2nd or 3rd year. Tell me if it works as indigo. Hello? I don't want false indigo, I want indigo. Not false indigo. Rude. Gallnuts are good for use in black ink. They grow on oak trees. Yes, I can't find them anywhere here. I haven't seen them on any. I've looked many a time because I've seen that oak galls can be really good for pigment, for getting dark browns as well in your dye. Sorry, I'm frustrated by woad. I could do woad. What blue does woad make? Oh wow, that's a dark blue. I could grow woad. Give us a place to stand and a place to grow. Ontario. Aw, that's a cute song. Place to stand, a place to grow. Ontario. I don't know the tune though. I like our good things grow in Ontario. Literally, if a child sings that, like in a commercial, it can make me tear up. But yeah, I haven't been able to find oak galls here at all. And I really have looked, like I really have, because I go to harvest walnuts, and I haven't found any oak galls. I figured why are they not here? They're from an insect, aren't they? Engineering Knits did a video on indigo from a local plant, but I'm not sure where she lives. Well, I want to grow a lot of things this summer, so if woad grows in 1 year, you bet I'm gonna be growing it. I guess I have to order seeds though. Because wouldn't that be an amazing garden center? You know how you go to the garden center for your like vegetable starts? I mean, I don't because I have my mom, but I mean, you go to the garden center and you get like the baby pepper plants and stuff. I wonder how lucrative it would be to have the same thing, but for like natural dye plants. Wouldn't that be cool? If you could go to a nursery and like pick up a bunch of native wildflower plants and also a bunch of woad and a wild indigo or whatever. I bought saffron. Ooh, apparently it can be dyed as well. I grew them this fall. I ordered them from American Meadows. Saffron crocuses? Hold on. Is saffron from a crocus? What the heck? Cause like it's one of the little sticky things, right? Saffron? One of the stick parts? You know what I'm trying to say, I hope. Saffron flower. What does a saffron flower look like? It looks like a crocus, totally. Autumn crocus, species of flowering plant. Oh my god, can you imagine if the crocuses that my mom grows every year are saffron? Is the pistil, well, yeah, the pistil, I didn't know if it was pistil or stigma. Is it from regular crocuses though? That's the question that we need to know. Because it's a valid question. Why do these things have so many advertisements? It's like they're trying to ruin my life. Hold on. Looks like a regular crocus. Species. Okay, it's a specific species. They yield red stigmas. Harvest. Domestic saffron crocus. Okay, unknown in the wild. So it was made from Central Asia. Oh, the ones that we have now are genetically monomorphic clones. That's not good. That means that all it will take is one bad thing and it'll wipe it all out. Interesting. It's a sterile thing. That's so weird. That's so interesting. They're all sterile, so they have to be produced. They can't produce seeds. Reproduction hinges on human assistance. It has to be split, dug up and divided because they don't make seeds because they were made by people. Saffron. Spice for life. I had to wait 5 months for them. Oh my god. There are different variants and hybrid crocuses. Well, I wonder, because we have crocuses in our yard, I wonder if the stamens on them could be used for dye. Just the regular crocuses. Because we have the purple and yellow, and maybe pink. I think just purple and yellow though. We have them here. Interesting. Yeah, but even things that have bulbs make seeds. Except for if they're modified by people too much. Cool, that'll be cool. Sorry, that was so off, but cool. And Nancy, from what I found, indigo is made from woad. It's highly invasive and banned in some states, Minnesota being one of them. Interesting. Well, I wonder then if it's already growing here. Imagine, like if it's invasive, maybe I can find it and use it to my benefit. But you need ammonia, right? For woad, I don't think it's just age, like water and time. I think you also need ammonia, aka bleach. Is that right? Or do I have to buy something separate that's called ammonia? I don't know the answers to everything. Irises are good for a true black color, I read. I've done irises before. You use the bulb of the iris. My mom splits her irises every spring or fall. Fall. She splits her irises in the fall. And when she breaks them apart to multiply them, sometimes pieces don't have any plant or root matter. They're just like in between bits. And she therefore composts those. So I had her keep them, not last year, but the year before. And I did do a iris bulb natural dye. It made a gray. It didn't make a black for me. And I did everything right. I mean, probably not, but I thought I did. And it made a gray. And it wasn't a dark, dark gray. It was more of like a smoky gray, like a mid-tone gray, I would say. But yeah, it was cool. It wasn't what I was looking for. I was hoping to get like a really dark gray, like something charcoal, but it was a lot lighter than that. But then again, maybe I did not have enough dye material. Maybe it was just like a diluted black, you know? Who knows? It said you had to process it to get indigo crystals. Okay, so maybe woad was a substitute for the Asian plant. Okay. Okay, like it was like the version. We need to make blue too, so here's how we're making it. This works. Plant matter is so magic. Did you add iron? Yes, I did add iron. I pre-mordanted the wool with iron and alum. So I do an alum pre-mordant, an iron mordant, and then I did an iron afterbath for one of the skeins. And the iron afterbath kind of desaturated it. So like the actual gray from the irises had like a blue green undertone in there, like it wasn't straight gray. When I did the iron, it kind of like took away any of the colorful color. It was just gray. So yes, I did do iron. I may have not a lot of knowledge, but I have some knowledge. I know some stuff about natural dye. Not a lot, baby girl, just a little bit. I'm not calling you baby girl, it's the song. I'm trying to think if I have any of the iris dye left. No, I sold that to Kayla. Kayla from Kayla's Chaos. Also lives in Ontario. She purchased the 2 skeins of yarn that I dyed with the irises, because I named it Elvis's Irises, because to me it looked gray, and Elvis was our gray standard poodle. And he had really big, dumb eyes, and I thought irises, eyeballs, irises, Elvis was gray. Elvis's Irises. And that's what I named it. And that's that. Gosh. What will I have for dinner tonight? I think I might make pierogies tonight. I think Alex and I haven't had pierogies in a long time, and I think that would be a tasty, tasty supper. Oh, and cheesecake for dessert. I forgot, and now I remember, and now I'm excited for it again. Cheesecake's so good. I love cheesecake. I wish I could give you guys some, because it's going to be so good. I'll take a picture and I'll post it on Patreon, and I'll post it on Discord. So if you're in the Discord or the Patreon, you'll get a picture of that. Oh, I hope it's good. Oh, I hope it has stuff in it. I hope I don't have to add anything. Like, obviously New York cheesecake's amazing, but like my mom makes like a amazing blueberry cheesecake and an amazing chocolate cheesecake. So I'm kind of hopeful that there's like something mixed in already. Who's to say? Let's see where we're at now. So 10, 20, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. I need a stitch marker. I'm marking. Sunflower seeds, I read, give blue and copper colors. I saw that and I didn't believe it, but I also haven't tried it. So it very well could be true. I feel like anything that's a seed or a seed pod has something going on in there color-wise. I feel like if you simmer or heat up any seed pod with water, you'll probably get something. Don't you think? I feel like, I don't know, that's from my experience, all of the things that I've used that are seed-related items work. Avocado seeds make pink, walnut seeds make black, other seeds make other colors too, probably. I'm not a scientist, but I'm just looking at the facts, you know? Okay, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44. I need to get to 50. Can you mail seeds to Canada? I don't think so. However, something that, I don't remember who said it, but it was a clever idea. Apparently, a way around the secret of seeds. Yes, so seeds can't be sent, but the way that, oh, I guess I can't say this. There is a way that some people have hypothetically sent seeds across in the past, and that would be in the form of tea. So if it's in a tea bag, then it's not a seed, it's tea. So it's a loophole. Just saying. I plan on growing some this year. Oh, cool. Some, okay, well, you'll have to keep us posted on the results. This year I have big planting plans. Big planting plans. I've got a lot of goals for our gardens. I now have 3 large, like, food gardens ready to use. They've had manure on them all winter. Manure, straw, and wood chips and chicken poop has all been on our garden all winter, and it's been snowing and like mushing it all together. And then Alex will rototill one more time in the spring, And then my garden will be not just clay this year, this past summer that we not just had, last summer I guess is what I'd call it now. Last summer, my dirt was like the best I could do, which was nothing. It was just clay. It was just like probably like 90% clay and 10% other matter. So really hard for plants to get enough food, and also really hard for them to get enough roots. So this year, the ground, the first like foot and a half of the ground has been like chopped up. So I dug I dug a shovel deep, you know, like put the shovel in the ground, jump it down that deep. I did that to the whole garden, flipped everything over, and then Alex rototilled. So there should be enough mush for the plants to be able to like get a good hold. So this year I'm anticipating a much better harvest just because the ground is better. So I have 3 gardens that have pretty good size between the 3 of them. So I'm gonna do one of those gardens is gonna be exclusively chicken food. So it's gonna be like kale, and maybe it's not gonna be exclusive. I'll probably put marigolds. I'm putting marigolds literally everywhere. It's almost time to start planting here. It's almost time to start planning here. I mean, my mom literally has already started because she is obsessed, but it's not actually time to start yet. Not until the end of February, like March 1st, you can start getting your seeds out and looking at them and stuff. I'm going crazy in my garden this year. That's good. V, I would like to grow some nasturtiums, but I don't even know what they taste like. Slightly herbal, kind of gives me the same energy, like somewhere between a wild mint, so not minty, like wild mint is like so barely minty, so wild mint mixed with lettuce mixed with Swiss chard, but the texture of a clover. It's like, okay, black pepper. I guess pepper is what I like, herbal. It doesn't taste like how do I, you're right. Black pepper is, peppery is a better word. Did I give any, like minty, but it's not mint? Like, I think that makes sense. I think it was fine. Black pepper is way more clear though, way more clear than what I actually said. True though, peppery, but like really nice texture. The texture of the leaves is like really delicate, and I do like that. I only know that from my mom's nasturtiums. This is my first year growing them myself. I haven't started, obviously, but I'm going to have nasturtiums. I'm hopefully going to have some dahlias because I want to, and I have seeds. And I'm going to have, obviously, all the vegetable things. I need to go now. It was lovely chatting with you all. Bye, Luz. It was lovely chatting with you as well. Have a good rest of your night. I'm still sticking around here for another hour and a half. So, hang out. But yeah, blah. I understood what you meant, Laura. Okay, good. Thanks. Love nasturtium flowers. The look anyway. Yeah, they're pretty, right? Well, I want to grow a bunch of wildflowers that I can dehydrate quickly. Nasturtiums are in that group of flowers because they're very like delicate. So nasturtiums and buttercups, and probably I'll do chamomile too, honestly. But I want to do some of those for decorating for our wedding. Like I want to put like flower petals all over the ground. But I want to grow the flowers. So we're going to be getting married probably in late summer. So I'll have a lot of marigolds. So I'm kind of inadvertently choosing my colors by making our wedding in the late summer. It's going to have to be like warm tones, just like orange things, because all of my marigolds are going to be bright yellow and bright orange. So we shall see. We shall see what I can do to make it look more like summery, not just orange. I'm going for roses this year. Oh, cool. My sister's fiance, my sister's fiance does roses now. They got a house, and he has become interested in like gardens things, and he has a rose bush because he does like a lot of like cooking things, and he wants like all of the edible plants, including roses. We don't have any roses here. We have we have these beautiful white flowers that come in the spring, and they just like shoot out of the ground on one long stem. It's like the stem is like this long. There's like leaves, but the stem comes out like this long, and there's just this like white, it looks like a buttercup, but it's white and it's about that big. They're so pretty. And it's like a snowbank of big white flowers. I didn't know I liked gardening until I got a garden. I didn't know I liked plants until they didn't die in my care. And now that they don't die in my care, I love them. And I want that same experience outside. Now that I've had it inside, I want to like take some more time. Like Alex and I were talking, how long are we going to live here like in reality? Like, I don't know, maybe 5 years? Who knows? Maybe more, maybe less. I don't know though. And I was trying to figure out more of a timeline so that I could determine how much I can justify putting in energy-wise into the property here. I love when the anemones come. Anemones. Oh yeah, those are like the carpet ones, right? Like the carpet, that's like the long patchy. Hold on, let's see. Let me see if we know what I'm talking about. Anemones. Nope, never mind. That's not what I was thinking. Oh, that's kind of like what my white flowers look like, but not quite. No, the one I'm thinking of is snow in July, summer snow, something like that. It's like a carpet of white flowers and there's a carpet of purple flowers. Does anyone know the secret to growing great roses in the Northeast? No. Although I do know that if you have roses, even if you don't think it gets cold enough for it, you should surround them with hay or straw or wood chips in the winter, in the fall, and then wrap that whole mass of like wood chips and straw and your rose bush in burlap. I heard that on the radio. The CBC radio told me that. Ed something is his name, and he said that even if you don't think it's that cold, your roses will bounce back way stronger and bigger and happier every year if they are warm, if they are kept safe in the wintertime. I don't know, I think you need pretty good fertilizer, probably like rose specific, right? I need a variegated monstera, but they're, hey V, if you get one, propagate it and send one to your girl, because hello, yeah, they're expensive, like hundreds of dollars for a cutting. The cheapest cutting I've seen on our on our Facebook marketplace was like $380, and it was for a 1-node cutting. That's too many dollars. New York, any information would be appreciated. Well, I would say that's what I would guess. Also, hi Claudia. I got you, Laura. Cool, I got you too. I'll send it as a tea. It's a very big box of tea. Please don't open it, TSA people. Not TSA. What are they called? Inspection Border Patrol people. I've only been able to grow knockout roses and I live in the Northeast. What are knockout roses? Are those the kind where when you touch them all the petals fall off? Because I call those wild roses. I'm thinking because like knock off, like because they, oh maybe you mean, oh knockout. Never mind, I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't have roses here. My mom doesn't like roses. She doesn't not like them, she doesn't like the plant because they are so tough to get rid of. You can never get rid of them. So like if you want roses, you have to be guaranteed that you and everyone who lives there forever will always want roses. At least that's how she positioned it. Yeah, I'm gonna run out of yarn for this sweater and I'm feeling less and less jazzy about that. There are hybrid flowers. Ooh, it flowers season long. That's cool. Pickman and me in Sweden in Discord. I'm ready. Join the Patreon for $2 a month. You get access to the Discord. Got this beautiful cutting from my sister. That looks like this, doesn't it, Frida? The cutting you got? Look, we have the same thing. coleus. Oh, that is the flower. That's what my backyard looks like. A huge amount of my garden is anemones, white like that. Yeah, totally. That's the same flower. I love them. I pick them every morning, even though they die by the afternoon because they're so delicate. Yes, I love them. A huge amount of our backyard, like garden, is that in the spring. I have one too. Aw, fun! Mine's finally starting to like, well, now it looks sad because I've transplanted it, but it was getting pretty big. Laura, have you seen those dinner plate dahlias? Those flowers are huge. Yes, I've seen those. There's a farm nearby where we live, and it is, it's like a vineyard farm, like a winery, and on their sign they have those, and it always makes me so sad because when I see them initially, they're like, it's like the first day, wow, it's so beautiful, but like before the first day is over, they're all fallen over, and it makes it so sad because I mean, I guess you could style it so that's intentional, but that's the only thing I don't like about dahlias is that they always are flopped over. But I guess if you planted like a decorative grass behind them, you could make it like look intentional, but they fall over and it looks like they fell over, you know? Laura, may I ask you how is your avocado doing? Because mine is drooping. Oh, it died. It died so bad. I don't know what to do. Please send help. Sacrifice it to the gods of spring. That would be great. But for real, I have no idea. Mine died. I still have it? I said that with a question mark because I honestly don't know. I might still have it, but it's just a stick. There's no leaf. It will be a sacrifice to a worthy cause. Spring is a worthy cause. We need spring back. Please. I would really appreciate if you could bring spring back. That'd be great. I love Canada, but I am over winter. Over it. I'll try an avocado the next time we get avocados fresh. I don't think an avocado seed from frozen would survive. So I'll do it when they're fresh. The next time we have one, I'll save one of them for trying to grow again. I'm pretty excited for summer to come though, because I want to put a bunch of my houseplants outside and see if I can get them to like be amazing by the end of summertime, because I want this tropical oasis to be more. I want it like this, but more. Yes, I have a too much gene for plants, and I'm okay with it. It's fine. I know you guys are okay with it too, so it's good. So, you have one too, Lori? Aw, we're twinning. We all have coleus. I'll give Candace a cutting of mine, and then she'll have one too, and then we'll have a whole bunch of us with cute little coleus bits. Coleus plants? Do they flower, or is the foliage the thing? I just want to take Millicent for a walk without putting on everything, plus reflexes and a headlamp. Yep, you're reflect. Good that you're being safe when you go out. Hello all. Hey there, Jay. To all the LML lovelies, how nice to catch you live. Nice to have you here. I hope you're all well and safe. So far, so good. All good here in the land down under. I don't know how to do the accent, I'm sorry. I've missed you all very much. You too. So much has been happening. Do you want to update us? I'd love to hear it. And if not, that's okay. But same, so much has been happening. It's been a busy time, but I'm glad you've stopped by. Mine just grows straight up in the air. I mean, that's not super exciting, but it has pink in its leaves, so that's cool, right? You know, that makes it houseplant worthy. If it's pink, want it. There's a plant that I want this year that I want to have as a houseplant, but it's sold in the summertime as an outdoor plant. It's like this purple sword, purple shield, I think. Purple shield sounds right. That sounds right. It's purple. It's literally like a purple plant, and it's so pretty. I'm gonna show you because you're gonna be like, wow, Laura, your screen is cracked. But that's not the point. Purple shield. Nope. Purple shield plant. Yabby! It's really pretty, but people use it as, oh, Persian shield, not purple shield, Persian shield. Come on. Give me a focus. You can do it. Look at that. It's like silver and purple, and people use them as like outdoor planter plants. But I feel like, don't you think that could grow inside? I think it could grow inside. Although, what do I know? I thought I could keep a hosta alive inside, and I can't. Hostas are outside plants. You can't keep them as a pet. But maybe that one, Persian Shield. I'm going to buy them this year. They're like $2 in the spring because they're like outdoor summer plants. Annuals. They're annuals. But they're only annuals because we get a freeze. They would be perennials if it was warm enough here, right? So if I keep it inside, it should be warm enough. I don't know. We're going to find out. We'll find out together. Once the garden center's open for vegetable purchase and spring flower purchase, I will be doing that. I'm eating a package of cookies for dinner. I'm on my period. It's allowed. I don't need to be on my period to think it's allowed. I think sometimes you just need to eat a package of cookies for dinner. I understand. And I want to say like I support this decision. Jeez. Oh gosh. I am really excited to eat this cheesecake. I am like thinking about it. So pretty, Laura. Take it inside when the indoor and outdoor temps are the same. Right. Yeah, that's what I figured, right? Like, and then it would be maybe okay. It's really pretty, Laura. I've seen those on Etsy, which is a terrible place because I know I can buy more plants with going outside. Yes, don't buy that one on Etsy because for real, it is like $2 at the garden center. It's like, you know how they sell like pansies in those little black containers that are 4 cells? Like it's like squishy plastic. It's not a plant pot. They sell in those. So you can get things like Tradescantia's Wandering Dudes. You can get those in there for like $2, and same thing with the Persian Shield. So I wouldn't buy it on Etsy. Buy your rare plants on Etsy. Don't buy your common plants on Etsy. Don't spend your money on cheap plants when you could spend your, like, don't spend expensive money on cheap plants when you could spend expensive money on expensive plants. Thanks for the tip, Laura. Won't be spending my money on no shipping. Yeah, I'm not shipping a $2 plant to me for $17. What do you think I am? Made of money? I love that saying. I say that saying at least once a day. Pansies equals deer candy gone in one night. Really, deer candy, human candy too. I mean, not candy, but human, it's edible. You could put it on a salad or something. I had a pansy plant last year. I bought one of those 4 cells, and they made 1 flower at a time and were just pathetic all summer long. Whereas my marigolds took off and were the most amazing thing that ever happened. Another reason why we should put a little fence around the yard, because deer will come when I have all of this amazing food available. I don't mind the bunnies because there's not enough of them to cause any trouble, and if they eat a little bit of the greens, it's kind of adorable, and I love that there's a chance they'll have their babies there, because last year they built a nest. Unfortunately, we had dogs come to visit, and they didn't end up having their babies there because it wasn't safe. We missed our summer down here, although I don't mind not living in 40 degrees Celsius. Lots of rain is wonderful. Sadly, I lost, a very dear friend. I'm very sorry for you, Jay. I'm sorry for your loss, and I hope that there's nothing. I'm sorry you lost a friend. There's nothing I can say. But I give you a virtual hug. Snails ate all my marigolds. I haven't had a snail issue here, which is weird because there's so many of those, like regular snail. I mean, I guess you don't necessarily, because I'm assuming you're from where I'm from, but here there's these like little snails that like live on the sidewalk, you know what I mean? Like they're right next to the sidewalk when you go places, and they're always in my boxwood hedge. They don't cause any damage to my boxwood hedge. Hey there, Kim. But they are always in my boxwood hedge, and they've never done any damage to anything. So that's cool. I'm okay with snails. I don't like slugs because they're gross. I don't like aphids because they're damaging, but snails haven't been a problem yet here. I need chickens to eat the slugs. Yeah, but if you get chickens, they'll also eat everything else. Pansies are outdoor winter plant here. They're an outdoor winter plant. Oh, right, but really? Wait. An outdoor winter... Oh, right, but you guys have... It's not the same thing. Here it's an outdoor summer plant only. They're not a spring plant, they're not a fall plant. They're just far too delicate for our fluctuating seasonal temperatures. So many slugs, it's a problem. I heard that slugs really like beer, and if you get a takeout food container and fill it with beer, like one beer poured into a takeout food container, they'll crawl in and then they'll get drunk and die. And then you could give them to your chickens and it would be a party night. But apparently that is a very effective way. I don't know how effective because I haven't done it, but on the internet it made it seem like it was very effective. But the internet is always right and always tells the truth, right? I still have yet to initiate the protocols to kill the rat that lives under the chicken coop. I have not initiated the killing. I did that, but they still kept coming. Ew. Sorry. Gross. Love that you put everything in your journal, especially ideas to talk about if the conversations get slow. Thanks, Dina. I appreciate that you recognize. Real recognizes real. Slugs are horrible, yes. My mom is taking it personally and has started a war against them. Just salting the garden. No, wait, that would be bad for the garden, wouldn't it? I always wondered that. Like I grew up Catholic and it was like, we are the salt of the earth. And I was like, we burn everything and nothing can grow there after we come. I was never explained it. But as I got older, I just tried to figure out why that would be the case, and then I'm like, is it because we flavor the earth? Salt of the earth doesn't seem like a good thing to be. If you put salt on earth, it doesn't grow anything anymore. So why are we I mean, we burn everything we touch as humans. We are the salt of the earth, but I mean, how is it religiously are we the salt of the earth? Anybody know? I'm sure a few of you know. I use food that they go home and die of. Oh, that's nice. I'll be catching your videos, a few of your videos sometime this week. Awesome. Iced coffee in your cup. Starting on sewing this dress. Wish me luck. I wish you all the luck, Shelby. I hope it goes awesome. Yojo, I have a slug infestation in my outdoor garden. I was too gross to get rid of them. Yeah, I do not like slugs. I don't like them because they're all sticky. They're gross. Best quote ever. God is the reason we have made it this far. Best quote ever. God is the reason we've made it this far. I politely disagree, but cool. Salt is pure. But it also, why isn't it like the salt of something else then? Because the salt of the earth does not sound good. It is so lovely and bright to having pansies flowering in the winter. Yeah, that sounds like a nice idea. Frida, what is it that food that kills the slugs? Salt kills. Oh, you mean like a pesticide food? You know, like the ant ones where you like put a little container from the store and then the ants take it back to the queen and die? Birdie, right. Lori, salt and or beer. Yes. Of course, I, in my head, was delayed to understand what you meant there, Dina, and I was like, we are the beer of the earth? Now I understand. You meant for slugs. The salt of the earth. We're like a scourge on the earth. Scourge? 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 Scourge. We are a pestilence to this planet. We destroy resources and leave destruction in our wake. At least that's what it seems like. Or yeah, little blue pellets from the plant store. But salt tastes good. So we're the tastiest thing on earth. I mean, that sounds like a cannibal wrote that one. It's like salt adds flavor to food. Christians are meant to add to people. Aw, okay. Yeah, that's okay. We're so flavorful. We add flavor to the world of people. I say we, but I'm not Christian. But I mean, we as humans. Salt used to be very valuable. Thank you, Nancy. That makes more sense. Yep, like you are the saffron of the earth. Roman soldiers used to be paid in salt, so maybe that has to do with it. I believe in that. What about diatomaceous earth for slugs? That would work, but you'd probably need more than you would for other animals just because they're larger, and diatomaceous earth, the whole thing that it does is it dries out stuff, and they're such a wet insect. Okay, I'll look for them because I hate them. They're about an inch long. Gross. Although, when I lived in England, there were these banana slugs that were there. I don't know if they were actually banana slugs, but that's what we called them. And they were, no lie, like this big. And they would just be like passing by. Gross. Right, when they use salt for preserving food. True. Okay, that makes more sense to me than the flavor thing, because I think the flavor thing sounds great, but at the same time, like, garlic is way better than salt. If I was going to be a flavor of the earth, it would be I'm the garlic of the earth, just saying. We are the cornea... Oh, sorry. We are the corona vaccine of the earth. Trying to think of what's most valuable. What is the most... We are the yarn of the earth. They are so sticky and slimy and totally. Yeah, like you don't want to pick it up because you don't want to feel them in your hand. Like, gross. Your makeup is beautiful. Oh, thank you, Tamara. Thank you. I smile every time I see your face with a new video. Where are you located? Southern Ontario, and thank you. I smile every time that I come here because you guys make me feel awesome. Are you going to get murder hornets this summer? I sure hope not. I feel like it was too cold here over the winter. If any of them migrated this far over the last summer, they probably died, right? I hope, right? And also, I'll just do a close-up for you because I definitely actually did my makeup today, so you can have a look up close. I have a wing on both sides. And then I have lipstick on. And I highlighted, see? Thank you. Thank you for your compliments. They make me feel good about myself. Just saying. Not that I need compliments to feel good about myself, because you should feel good about yourself because of yourself, but also thank you. I'm bad at makeup. I don't have any competencies in makeup, so what I do, if you're not good at makeup, this is what I recommend. Moisturize your face a lot, then do your makeup, and then take like a Q-tip or a piece of toilet paper and go like this. And then it comes off with the moisturizer, and then you can then you could like fix it. At least that's how I do it. And also, this is not eyeliner, it is eyeshadow that I just made into the shape of eyeliner, because eyeliner always ends up being a bad idea. Love the jumper you've made and wearing. Thank you, Jay. It is the hexagon pullover. I also love it very much. It's very comfortable. It's light. It's breezy, but still warm. Thank you. Thank you, Birdie. Also, thank you, Shelby. Clementines are delicious. That's a fact. Aw, beautiful. Makes your eyes pop super blue. Thank you. Also, I have a bunch of green behind me, so it probably, like, makes them look blue. Your eyes are super blue. Great idea. Your eyes are so pretty. Thank you, Tamara. You're so sweet. That's so nice of you. Better to have them pop super blue than for you guys to see how yellow the whites of my eyes are. Like, the whites of my eyes are like probably one of my only sensitivities about my appearance, and it's nothing anyone ever comments on, but I'm very sensitive about it. For myself, like, very rarely have people commented on it. Yojo, gorgeous darling, enjoyed, y'all gotta go, love, peace, and yarn. Sounds good. Bye, Yojo, have a good rest of your day, and thank you for hanging out. I have a number 2 weight yarn I'm going to use to make that sweater. I'm excited to see what it looks like. I stopped doing my makeup after dance. My dad got mascara in my eyes, so I don't like it. Reasonable. But I really love the photo you put on Insta. Thank you! My very up close selfie. Well, on my my actual eyeballs, because I don't wear sunglasses, which was stupid. I should have been wearing sunglasses my whole youth, but I didn't, and it's not something that I have done consistently. Well, the whites of my eyes have become essentially sunburned over time, and you might be like, that's not a thing, Laura. It is. Look it up. It's like not a good thing either. It can become a problem when you're older because it's like, it's not only pigment, it's also texture, and the texture is like, can grow over your iris. So obviously I'm nowhere near that point, but my inner eyes especially are not white. They're like clearly, like I've had my blood tested for like liver issues multiple times because my doctor has been like, your eyes are yellow. And I've been like, I know, they've literally always been yellow and I don't know why. Nothing wrong with my liver, nothing wrong with my kidneys, everything is normal, and yet the whites of my eyes are not white, so my eyes never look bright blue because there's like this yellowness that's pulling them down. Like if I could have whites of my eyes, oh, my eyes would look so blue. I've been trying to figure out the hexagon pullover, but the hexagon always ends up ruffly. I'm super new to crochet though, so I'm still looking up solutions. Still ends up ruffly. I wonder then if you are crocheting all the way to the end of your row and then putting one stitch into the chain and then doing the corner where you do like 2 double crochets, chain 2, 2 double crochets. That would be my experience, would be you're probably putting an extra stitch just before the corner. So check when you get to your corners, I would say be really careful and don't put extra stitches anywhere at your corners. That would be where I'm guessing you're putting. I've been dyeing heaps. We have a wool show here in a month. Oh, awesome. I bet your house looks amazing. That would be cool. A house just full of pretty colors of yarn. I love that. They don't look yellow at all. Thank you. Hey there, Kiana. Bausch and Lomb have a new eye drop called Prism or Optic. It's supposed to make them really white. I have 2 marks from the sun. Me too, on my inner eyes. And is it one of those eye drops where they're kind of blue eye drops so that it counteracts the yellow? I can't wear sunglasses because how am I supposed to afford 2 pairs of glasses, right? Maybe allergies. Laura, I have the same thing and I didn't know it was the thing from the sun, allegedly. You might be too tight or a too small hook. Oh, too tight might do that? Oh, I guess ruffly though? You think ruffly would be from too tight? I would think ruffly would be more likely from too loose. Right? Because it's like the long side that's ruffled. Lots of wool hanging around to dry. Ooh, if it's hanging around to dry, your air must be really nice, having the moisture from all the wool, not so dry like here. Probably, I'm still learning how to read crochet stitches. Fair. Tea delivery, yum. Thank you, Ola. Or too many stitches. My guess is too many stitches. Because I've done that. Same thing. That's why I don't like working in the round, because sometimes my circles will get ruffled, and I don't like it. The hexagon I found easier because there were smart corners, like a granny square, which I appreciate. A granny hexagon. So, Frida, how have you been traveling? Traveling where? Oh, delivery from Ola. From her lovely person bringing her tea because he's a lovely person. Wearing my newly finished sunflower cardigan. Oh, cool, Kiana. I wish I could see it. Are you in the Discord? I want to see. What color is the background of the sunflowers? Because like in my head it's black and that makes it really pretty and pop really cool. Or really dark green maybe. What color is the, like after you finish the yellow of the petals, what's the color that makes up the square of those sunflowers? It's like folding over so extra stitches sounds more likely. Eye whitening eye drops called Lumify by Bausch and Lomb. Okay, I'll write it down. Thank you for putting it again because I literally already forgot what you wrote down. But I will check. It's not Saturday, Laura. It's Monday. Hello. I'm working on Tuesday today. Tuesday's day. Hold on. Liked the video. Thanks, Kayla. Don't forget to like the video, friends. Eye whitening eye drops called Lumify by Bausch and Lomb. German question mark? I don't know. Just, I'm not in the Discord. The background is sky blue. Oh, that'd be pretty too. That sounds nice. What, Jay? I don't get it. Because of the tea. Because it was traveling. Your tea was delivered. Why were you traveling? Delivery, tea. It was just like an inside joke, Frida. Don't even worry about it. Just kidding. I think I'm almost at row 50 now. Row 40. 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48. I'm on row 48. Jay, I haven't left the house for ages. Aha, delivered. Oh golly, I'm actually super nervous about running out of yarn here. Extra stitches or too many double crochet. Oh, check your starting number of stitches on your first row. Although probably your first row is right. Usually it's like one of those sneaky second or third rows that screws everything up. At least in my experience, which is, I have a lot of experience screwing up, so I think I have a good frame of reference. Yeah, every time I look over at my wool and see the ball shrinking, I get anxious. I'm losing at Yarn Chicken already, and it's not even time to lose at Yarn Chicken just yet. But at the same time, I am working on all 4 pieces, so maybe I'm doing okay Yarn Chicken-wise, but I don't think I am. I think I'm failing here. I think I'm gonna lose Yarn Chicken, have to use red and orange yarn. So, the rest of the week, what's it shaping up looking like for you guys? For me, I'm thinking that today is pretty much a wash, because after this, I'm gonna get cheesecake, and once the cheesecake is in the house, like, what work will be done, right? So I doubt I'll do any crochet after the stream today, except for I'll film that one instruction that I have left for the body piece. And then tomorrow I anticipate doing a lot of audio recording, like for this sweater, like I'll do the instructions for the body piece, and hopefully I will get to the point where I am putting it together tomorrow. My goal would be for before the day ends tomorrow that assembly would be finished, and then on Wednesday I can do finishing stitches like the neckline. That's my plan for Wednesday, and then Wednesday all day afternoon on Wednesday, and in the morning on Thursday will be edit and upload, Thursday being the final edit and upload. Hey, I met my son's boyfriend. It was a bit confused, it was a bit confronting, but he's a really nice guy and they really suit each other. Oh, that's really nice that you met his boyfriend. Wow, that means he feels safe with you. He introduced you to his boyfriend. Hey there, Nerman. Hey, Laura. Hey, everybody. I'm here again. Welcome back. Back to the cool crowd. Why, what's wrong? Hold on. I've gotten an appointment for an ultrasound in my heart. Scary. Although kind of cool. Not cool why you have to go, but cool that you get to see your heart on an ultrasound. Sounds kind of like you could look for it in an optimistic way and say you're going to see your heart on an ultrasound. Hopefully it's nothing. And I will put good vibes. I made the TikTok famous bee. I put it in Discord. Ooh, the TikTok famous crochet bee. Oh, look at him. I love the blush. Oh, you added shine on his eyes. You're so pretty, first of all. I don't think I've ever seen your face straight on smiling like that. You're so pretty. Whoa. You're like a really beautiful human being. Sorry if that's creepy. It's not meant to be creepy. But I love the bee also. Anyway, now I feel like a creep. I need to go. I have lots to do. Dyeing, my favorite thing to do. Have a good rest of your day, Jay, and I'm glad you're doing something that's wonderful, and I'm glad you're in your happy place. I ripped out my cable cowl, Rebecca says, and I'm making a scarf instead. Or I don't feel that way, but thank you. Well, I do. I think you look like a very beautiful human being. I sent you a picture of my one Frankenstein sock. Frankenstein sock. Words can be so hard. Where did you send it to me? Because I do not see it. I am in the Discord. And I am seeing Nikki's cats. Oh my god, have you guys seen Nikki's... Oh, look at that gray one. I love that they're in filtered too. Oh, on IG. Have you guys been following me on Instagram and noticing that I have posted literally every single day because I'm a real live YouTuber who's doing social media like a good YouTuber does? Because I did. I've posted every day and my photos are relevant to what's going on. Check out my Instagram. Look at it. Look at all those photos. Look at how colorful they all are. Look at what I did. Do you see this? Look, there's my face. See, there I am. Wow. Joyce, I'm from Atlanta, Georgia, in the USA. Love the hair. Thank you. I am having a good hair day today, so I appreciate your compliment. And welcome, Joyce. I love the name Joyce. It's nice to say. It's like joy, but there's more to it, you know? I went to the emergency room in September, couldn't breathe. They did one of those scans. They wanted to take a closer look. Jeez Louise. Scary, but also good that you're getting it checked out. Fingers crossed it's nothing. Agreed. Louisa, I can be on Discord. Louisa, the Discord is for all of my patrons. So for $2 a month, you get access to the Discord and you get access to all of my bullet journal patterns. So absolutely, you can join the Discord, but you gotta join the Patreon. My hair is crazy and I don't mind brushing. My hair is gone, but it's growing. Oh, cute. Lol, toe socks. That's funny. I figure my socks with a big toe in a different color, inspired by the vest I finished. Oh, cool, because it's blue, purple, and gray. I like the purple yarn. Really pretty dyed yarn. Louisa, thank you. Hopefully it's nothing. Yes, hopefully it's nothing. I am going to be optimistic and say I'm sure it's nothing. Obviously no one can be sure of anything, but I mean, that way we're manifesting that it's nothing, right? Hey there, creative mommy, how you doing? I am crocheting work on my Finish It February project number 3. I have 2 other projects already out. 3 sweaters are already available on my channel as video tutorials. I have the one I'm wearing, the hexagon pullover, then I have the natural dye cardigan, and then after that I have the men's sweater vest, and now I'm working on this one in order to get it finished for Friday, for Finish It February. I am on track. Mine's really long and I love it, but Monday is just not the day, Kaylee. I'm going to put it out into the universe that it's nothing, Frida. Yeah, agreed. Let's all just do that. It's nothing. Frida's just going because she's a good, healthy citizen who's keeping up on her health. I love that hexagon sweater. Thank you so much. Me too. I do wear it quite a lot, but I haven't worn it in a couple days because I've been wearing my natural dye cardigan because it's so warm. The cardigan is like hot. It's so like densely stitched because it's all single crochet. So warm. Not as much stretch as some of my other stuff, but still very functional. I had a talk with my sister about it, and she said she had a scan for something else once, and they said her heart was 1/4 turned, which was harmless, just a quirk. That's weird. I never even considered that all of our hearts are facing the same way. That's so strange. 1/4 turned. Wow, that's weird. I mean, I didn't know it was weird. I didn't. Kaylee, gotta go. I'm glad that this is an emoticon. Bye. Thank you for coming, and have a good rest of your day. Thanks for dabbing on your way out. Don't forget to dab that like button. Wow, I just sounded like a youth. Yeah, my hair is 2 feet long at this point, and I'm thinking of cutting it all off and donating it. Well, if you do cut it all off, I hope that you like your hair short. And if you don't cut it all off, I hope you like your hair long. And also, don't forget, you can't dye your hair if you're going to donate it, but also that's a really nice thought that you would donate it. Just remember to actually send it off, because people say they are going to donate it all the time, and then they end up with like a braid of hair in their drawer, and then it's creepy. I donated my hair 3 years ago, so I want to do it again. Oh, okay, so you already know about it then. Well then. I have one more row. Oh, that looks so cool. Do you see right here? There's like a circle. Do you see that? Am I going crazy? Look, up close you can't see it, but look from far back. Do you see right here? It's like a black circle. Am I crazy? I can't see it when I'm looking at it, but I can see it in the screen. It's like a perfect circle. How weird is that? Bye everyone, it was great to chat. Have a wonderful day. Bye Kyla, have a good rest of your day. Thanks for coming. When she was, it does look like a circle. Weird, because it's not, it's like in the yarn. I wonder how that would happen. It's also weird because it's 2 balls of yarn together made that circle. Super bizarre. Yeah, you can see it? Okay, cool. I Love the colors, me too. When she was pregnant with her youngest child, he was positioned so that he sometimes put pressure on her aorta, so she had to shift him before she fainted. Oh, yeah, that is scary. As if. Babies are so dangerous. Having a baby seems dangerous. I mean, at the same time, seems really cool, but also the baby could make her faint by pushing on her aorta. That seems... Can you imagine if, like, she did faint and then, like, the baby later, you can be like, you literally used to put your mom in the sleeper, literally, like, make her pass out. Crazy. That would be crazy. No, thank you. I don't want that. 40. 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48. 50, really? 50 is the number? Are you sure it's not 51, Laura? Laura, how are you just using double crochets? Oh no, I'm using half double for this. For this one, half double crochets. It looks like the stripes of a planet, like Jupiter's or Saturn. Yeah, I get that. But this circle is very bizarre. It's very perfectly circular for something, but it's made up from flecks of color from both strands of yarn. Like it's... How does that happen? And you can't see it when you're looking at the fabric. It has to be far enough away. So weird. Bye, Birdie. Have a good rest of your day. I'm using a half double crochet. Oh, you're headed out too. I'll try to come back as soon as I can. Sounds good, V. Half double. I'm using half double crochet for it. I did double crochet to do the hem for the front post, back post double crochet to make the rib stitch, but for the actual body I'm using half double. It's fast, it's thick, it's nice. I like half double for a sweater. I think half double is a perfect sweater stitch. I'm currently working on a duplicate of my sunflower cardigan for my sister. I hate making duplicates, but this hasn't been so bad. Well, I'm glad that you're not hating it this time, but I 100% relate on hating duplicates. I hate making anything more than one time. It's why I have a really hard time with socks, because I can't. And I know everyone says do 2 at a time, but like I crochet. I don't like doing 2 of anything. Even garments gets hard because there's 2 sleeves, but luckily what I do is I only film one of them. So I make one of them like for fun and the other one is for work. That way I'm not doing both feeling like rage. But that's just me. My sister is working from home now. Cool. So we FaceTime now and then, which is lovely. That is lovely. Since I haven't seen her since September, a long time. And I'm teaching her sourdough bread, but she's way better than me now. Well, that's annoying. Teaching someone something and having them surpass you in skill. I mean, like, obviously good for her. She can make sourdough, but like part of me feels like mild rage for you. Just because like, unless she's gifting you a lot of sourdough, that's frustrating. I'm not on Instagram. Can you hear that? That's thunder. He's with Alex in the other room, and he's dreaming. Hello, Laura and chat. Hello, Dr. Pterodactyl. I hope you're all doing well today. I'm working on the hexagon sweater. That's awesome. If you have any questions, I'm here, and I'm glad you're working on it. I hope that it turns out awesome for you. Was that the name of that cutting? It's beautiful. It's Coleus, Donka. I'm not on Instagram. Well, you're on Discord. So that's good. What is the Discord? Demily, hi, first of all. The Discord is a chat room for all of the Last Minute Laura gang. So basically you can upload photos there of like whatever. Like Frida uploaded a photo of the cutting of a plant she had. Frida also uploads very often pictures of her dog, which is Chef's Kiss, very cute dog. But you can upload photos of your projects, of whatever you're working on, of your view that day. And you can ask questions, and there's always people in there. So there's more than 100 people in there now, and basically it's a chat room. It's like a community chat room, and there's different topics that you can click into, and then you can talk in that topic. So like there's one that we have that's called Our Whips. So that's our whips. And then there's one that's our pets. And then there's one that's the general topic. There's one that's the live stream discussion. So people upload in there and then I look at that stuff during the live stream. It's just a cool area for the community to get together. I privated it in January and I made it part of my Patreon. So for $2 a month, you can join my Patreon and then you get access to the Discord and access to all of my patterns that I make in my bullet journal. And I mean, if I make patterns not in my bullet journal, I'll give them to you there. Yes, but what's the name of the chat room and how can I join? Well, to join the chat room, you have to be a patron and the link is in the Patreon. So the chat room name, I think, is just Last Minute Laura, but I don't know that you'll even see it because it's a private group. But Discord or patreon.com/Last Minute Laura is how you will get to the Patreon to get a patron to get the link for the Discord. And also, you will get this pattern picture before anybody else gets it. Don gets translated from Swedish, a palette leaf. I'll look it up. For what? The name of that cutting. The cutting is coleus. That's what it looks like to me anyway. It's the same as what mine looks like. My plant here. Okay, thank you. You're welcome, Demily. Also, cool name, Demily. Emily. Demily. Have never heard that name before. I mean, I've heard Emily, obviously, but Demily, I've never heard of that. It's pretty. Oh, I'm so happy to be almost done this shirt. Sweater, body piece. I want to wear this sweater. I mean, I know it's for Alex, but like, if it fits me, it's also for me. Anybody else do that when you make your people in your life a garment? Is it also yours if it can fit on you? Because that's my understanding of it. Oh, so good. Love it. Anywho, yes, coleus. Got it. I'm so smart. I knew an answer. I should go on a talk show. I am a talk show. Hello, live studio audience. Just joking. But for real, don't forget to like the video if you haven't liked the video yet, because I'm wearing lipstick for many hours for you, so you should like the video. That's how it works, right? Choppy, is it just me? Very well could be not just you, but I don't know, because on my end it shows that I have an excellent connection and good speed. So I would say give yourself a refresh and it might help you out. But at the same time, maybe it is choppy. I have no idea. And if it is choppy, I am sorry. I cannot help it. But what else is going on right now that I wanted to tell you about the rest of the week? Well, if Peekaboo doesn't have her babies by next week, then she's not pregnant. That's exciting. That's all I got. I don't have a lot of information beyond that. Oh, the chickens are laying eggs a lot. We have a lot of eggs every day now. I seriously need to figure out something for these eggs, because I have like 6 dozen in the fridge, and that's just a lot of eggs. That's a very large number of eggs for a couple of 2 people who don't really eat eggs. We eat the occasional breakfast with like bacon and eggs, and we have the occasional egg salad sandwich. But like we need to like up the egg consumption. This summer my goal is to try really hard to buy as few groceries as possible. I want to try and make it like we're eating eggs and salad every day. I'm gonna try and make it like what I can produce, that's what I'll make, except bread. I'm not going to be baking bread, but I am going to be eating the vegetables I grew. So that's what I want to do in the summer this year. Oh, it's so beautiful. I would love to grab some fresh eggs. Do you sell them? Yes, I do. I sell them for $5 a dozen. And I have one lady for the summertime so far that she buys 5 dozen every like other week. So I have one person, but I don't know. Yes, I do. But your mom does that. Bakes, exactly. My mom totally bakes. Not my job, it's her job. Hold on. 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, and 50. All done. So beautiful. Oh, I'm so happy that this is done. I'm so over it. Oh God. I'm over crocheting back and forth without changing anything. Now I have to switch balls of yarn, switch project size. Switch, Jesus Murphy. I have to switch pattern pieces, Laura. I have to switch pattern pieces. My mouth didn't make sense with my brain. True, I could just get my mom to bake us bread. I'll be like, can I please commission 2 loaves of bread per week for the entirety of summer? Although, my mom just makes it for me. That's just because, that's why. Okay, hold on. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49. I messed up. I gotta pull a whole row out. That makes me sad. So there we are. Here's the one body piece. Probably the back. Oh gosh. And then here's the other body piece, which I now have to pull back a whole row for, which is fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Deep breaths, Laura. I hate frogging, in case you didn't know already. But I'm doing it, and I've done it a couple of times for this project. I've unpicked, pulled off a bunch of stitches multiple times because I'm gonna get it right. I'm gonna do a good job. And it's gonna be such a pretty sweater, and Alex will love it. And so will I. Okay. So I need to take a quick break here from you guys because I need to film instructions for this part now. It'll only take me probably 5 minutes. I'm not going anywhere. You'll still see me doing it. I'm just gonna be standing over there to do it. Or standing. I'm gonna be sitting over there. Okay, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 16. Okay, so we're going to slip stitch into the first 16, then we're going to chain 1, okay, slip stitch into the first 16, then we're going to chain 1 and half double crochet in that stitch. Okay, good. Good. I think I've got my instructions prepped. I'm sweating. I'm on try number 6 of my mitten. I'm also doing lots of frogging today. Sorry that you're doing frogging. More yarn though. I mean, yeah, true. I'll take it as a benefit. There will be more possibility of me not losing at Yarn Chicken. Look at, I am losing. I'm losing very hard. Hello, my baby. Hello, my darling. Okay. Sorry, for a minute I just have to open up my blinds because I need the light. I'll close them so that you can see me again in a minute. I also need my microphone. which I had on hand. It was already in my shirt. Microphone assembled. I'll do this so you can watch. Oh, it's not plugged in. That's a good reason why it's not working. Need my hook. Okay, so I've just finished row number, I should read before I start, shouldn't I? Alright, so I've just finished row number 50. I've got my half double crochets. I'm going to measure. So across at this point, my pullover is 27 inches. Wow, that's a significant increase from what I thought it was. Okay, that's fine. 27 inches across. And at this point, when we're going to do the arm shaping, I'm about 14 inches tall. So that is, in centimeters, about 68 by 36 is the rectangle I've got right now. But now it's time to do the arm shaping. And what I'm going to do for that, at the end of row number 50, instead of chaining one and turning, I'm not going to chain one. I'm just going to turn. And then I'm going to slip stitch into the first 16 stitches. After you do that, chain one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. Then I'm going to chain one, and I'm going to half double crochet in that 16th stitch. And then I'm going to half double crochet all the way across, but I'm going to leave the last 15 stitches unworked. So I'm going to just do that at the beginning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So those 15 stitches, I'm going to not half double crochet in them. I'm just going to half double crochet up to that point. Still regular half double crochet stitches. And from here, I'm actually going to just half double crochet back and forth with this new number of stitches. I'm going to half double crochet back and forth all the way up till row number 81. No, I'm going to go all the way to row 80. So from here on out, up until row number 80, so row number 51 all the way up to row number 80, I'm just going to be half double crocheting back and forth with this new number of stitches. So not the last 15 stitches, not the first 15 stitches, just those middle stitches. I'm going to be half double crocheting across, chain one at the end of each row and turn, and then half double crochet across. So I'm going to zoom through this part too because it's not very interesting. It's just more rectangular line crochet. So I'm going to do that, and when it's time to do the neck shaping, which will be at row 81, I will come back and show you how we are going to shape that neckline. And there we go. Audio done. Audio done. I actually think I'm done with audio for a little bit. All right, I'm coming back. I'm proud of myself with this project, weaving the ends as I go. Well done, Kiana. That's a skill for sure. Once you get to that point, it's like a good vibe. One sec, I'm just gonna close up my curtains again. Curtains, whatever these are called, blinds. All right, and I'm gonna be back in just 1 minute. I have to go pee. So BRB, talk amongst yourselves, I'll be right back. Don't forget to like the video, by the way. Volume. Sorry, I forgot to turn the mic back on. I'm back. Welcome back. Hi. Sorry, friends. Sorry, not sorry. I would be sorry, but I have to film. I have to film. That's what you're here for, is for the things. For the videos. So I gotta do it. So, what did I miss? Anything? What you missed is when I was in the bathroom, I saw a hare outside. Like a rabbit, but like a big ass rabbit. Excuse my language, but that's what it was. It was a big ass rabbit. Like not a cute little bunny rabbit. This thing had like demon eyes. It was very big. Outside though. A labradoodle. A bit of extra Finnish lapland. Come on. Untangle. My stomach just got so hungry. Where's my donut? I have a donut somewhere. There we go. So now I'm actually back. My brain needed a second. All right. So I said I wanted to do that hand sewing project. You have an unguarded donut? Yes, I do. An unguarded donut. I have a very small dog, so unguarded is not a problem. But what was I saying? Oh, sewing. I want to do that hand sewing, so maybe I'll do the machine sewing for the mask as the tutorial, and then I'll do the hand sewing for the dress as the tutorial. I think that's how I'm gonna do it, and I think that'll be March. Like the dress will be week 2 of March, because week 1 is the avocado dye. Week 2 will be dress part 1, let's say. Week 3 will be avocado dye sweater. Week 4 will be dress part 2, and week 5 will be a mask. I think that's how March is gonna go for me, I think. I mean, it's always available to change, but I think that's my plan at this point. As long as I can keep up my productivity anyway. For now, so far so good. 4:30 already, can you believe it? Hey Alex, are you gonna be ready at 5? Cool. Would you mind getting it like so the car is warmed up at 5? Thanks. Because I want to get it done and over with before the sun sets. Oh, Swedish. I'm Swedish. A few Finnish words. I'm excited for this cheesecake. I know I've said that like a bunch of times, but it's because it's true, and I don't know what kind of cheesecake it's going to be, and I'm excited for it. I guess I should get my ad up in the marketplace about the eggs again. I guess I can do that, because now there's a whole bunch of eggs, and I forgot. I sell them. I used to sell them in the summer, but then we stopped in the winter because there weren't very many, but now there's a lot, so maybe I will just put up an ad, because then I can just get rid of 5 dozen at a time. Like, I don't want to deal with multiple people, but if one person, I mean, obviously curbside porch pickup, right? But still, like, one person collecting 5. What? No data? Where did my internet go? Oh, now it's excellent connection. Sorry if it's choppy, friends. Anyway, for the eggs, that was a good reminder, actually. I think I will create an ad. Cool. Very excited to see how this turns out. I hope it looks awesome. I really hope it looks awesome. If it sucks, I'll be so sad. I mean, it would have to suck really bad to suck, right? How is Peekaboo today? I think she's good. I haven't seen her since noon, but she was meowing at the beginning of the stream, so she was good. She's not having kittens, if that's what you meant. Hey there, Grace. We're still waiting on the potential of kittens. I showed my sister Peekaboo on FaceTime yesterday, and she was like, both of them were like, I don't think she's pregnant, Laura, but what do they know? I'm loving the colors on this sweater. I'm most excited about this and the bolero. Awesome, Kiana. I'm excited about the bolero too, if I can be honest with you. I'm like actually like really looking forward to making that one on camera. I want it to be really awesome. And I hope it will be. I think it'll be great. I want to be able to like wear it all the time because I love the colors. She's such a cutie. She is. She's really sweet. And she is like, she's a sweet cat now. I've been watching and trying to work out why it looks so strange when I worked out. You are left-handed. Yeah. I am a left-handed person, but I don't know if I'm crocheting left-handed because the crochet hook is in my right hand and my left hand is like directing the working yarn. So I don't know, am I crocheting left-handed or am I crocheting right-handed? I thought crocheting left-handed would be holding the hook with the left hand. But also, I'm flipped too though, right? I'm a mirrored image. It's like as if you're actually sitting in the room with me, as opposed to like this is my left hand. Does that make sense? You crochet right-handed. Thank you. There we go. I crochet right-handed. I'm left-handed and I keep the hook in my left hand. That's so weird because I'm left-handed. Why do I guess because my sister showed me and she's right-handed, but I wonder if it would have been easy, like if I would have been a faster crocheter if I had crocheted left-handed, you know? Like this is the only way I know how to crochet. I can't even imagine trying to direct the hook with my left hand now, even though I'm left-handed. But I also played the guitar right-handed, even though I'm left-handed. I don't know. I'm not a doctor, I'm just saying. Do you guys want to see Peekaboo? Because I'll go get her so you can see her. I'll subject myself to her very fine little hairs. I spin left-handed, learned on my own, so I guess that's why. Makes sense. And I crochet left-handed. Frida, yes. Would you like to? Yes, I would like to see Peekaboo. I would like to see any fluffy little animal. I get it. Let me finish this ball of yarn and then I will. I play guitar right-handed too. I wonder if I played violin. Yeah, I played violin right-handed also. Because playing right-handed means you're holding the bow with your left hand, and I would hold the bow with my left hand. So weird that my left hand is an accompanying role when I'm doing artsy things, but when I'm writing or drawing different artsy things, it's left-handed. Strange. Interesting. She's so cute though. That, madam, is a fact. She is very, very cute and very fluffy. I'm almost done with this ball of yarn and then I'll go grab her. I say grab, but really I'll scoop her up and she'll be like, I don't care for you that much. But she doesn't hate me. She doesn't hate me. I mean, she like puts her head into my hand when I go to pet her, so I think she likes me. She doesn't love me or anything, but like, I don't expect her to love me. She's a cat and she lived outside. I don't really expect anything from her, but she is polite to me these days, so I do like that. Let's get up to 60 likes and then I'll go get Peekaboo. If you're here and you haven't hit the like button, click the like button so that we get to 60 and that way I'll go get her. It's a good trade, isn't it? My hubby has a ragdoll cat. She's a princess and annoying. Ragdoll cats are so cute. There's a ragdoll cat on the rescue site that I check every day because I'm a crazy person. And she's got blue eyes and like pale, pale Siamese point like colorings. So pretty. 59, almost there. I'll go get Peekaboo in one more like. I should do that for other things. Oh, 60 likes, there we go. All right, I'll go get Peekaboo now. BRB. Oops, sorry, Coleus. Hang tight. Oh, Peekaboo, Miss Peekaboo. Oh, hello, Mama. Hi, Mama. Miss Peekaboo. It's okay. Her bud's doing me. Here she is. Hey there, Candace. Let's see my baby mama. By the way, I've been here for hours just listening. I figured you were here, Candace. And also hi. The cutest, isn't she? Sits on her tree and yells at me. Aww. May we please see some kittens soon? Please, Mama? Really? Another reason why I think she's gonna have some kittens soon. Do you see how she's not trying to get away? She's slowing down. Hey there, Marshall. She's purring, but she's not shivering right now. She wasn't shivering like long term, it was just if I touched her tummy, she wasn't into it. But this is tummy. Oh, sorry, Bama. Like she clenches away when I go near her. Oh, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. Near her tummy. Hold on, I'll put you down, I'll put you down. I just want to show everybody. See? There's her round tummy. See the side? Very round. You've got a round tummy. She might be preparing because she's hiding under your bed. They make their own nest. Yeah, maybe it's almost time. I'm gonna put her down so she can leave. She looks a bit salty. She is a bit salty. She's a spicy lady. Sorry. Oh, she didn't run away. Nope, she's just sitting on the floor looking at me. You can come back here. I will cuddle with you. Oh, now she's gone. All right, well, that happened. Yeah, she's definitely, she's a little spicy. Candy's, of course, you would. I'll give her a belly rub from you. And your baby mama, Candy's, is not a baby mama yet. She's just a cat right now. Sorry, I'm handling this yarn here. Come on. There's cat hair on me and it's making it very hard for me to exist as a human being. I don't like it, I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. See, I don't know how I would function. Oh my god, it's on me. Oh god. It makes me crazy. It's not on purpose and I'm not being like a douche about it. I literally, like, I can't function. Just a no-name slob. The cat? Oh my god, I'm gonna die. Oh god, I hate it. Anyway, she's doing good. She's just fat. Do you think she looks pregnant still? I mean, I do, obviously. Did you think that round belly looked like a pregnancy belly? Again, I do. Plus, did you see how she like went like that? Oh, the cat, right, cat. It was a pleasure, you guys. See you next time. Bye, Donka. See you next time. Have a great rest of your day, and thank you for becoming a patron. Is she round on both sides? Yes, she's round on both sides. But after her rib cage, only after her rib cage. I think she's definitely pregnant. I think so too. You need a lint roller to get fur off, like always though, like off my face. I need like an aerosol air can to just like spray my face with after I hold her, because it's when it gets on my face, I like can't exist. It's not good. Most likely preggers. I think so. Oh my god. And you can't see it. Like, I don't know if I got the hair, you know what I mean? Because it's so fine. I hate it. Love her. Hate that hair. But yeah, I think she's pregnant. Flying air fibers on the poor kitty. Yes. Blaming them on her because they are her. It's not anyone else. I watched my dad lint roll his face last time. I'm gonna be your dad before the day is out. Lint rollered his face. Hey, if you've got like minor facial hair, like stubble, it's a good way to make sure you're leaving with clean facial hair. Just do a quick lint roll before you leave. Oh my god. I am going to die. Anywho, Peekaboo's doing great. Very cute. Her round face is like everything. In my personal opinion, her big round face is everything. Everything you need in life. Also, don't forget to like the video as you come in, friends, or as you leave, depending on which one you're doing. Oh my god, there's like a cat hair floating around and landing in different spots on my face, and I don't care for it. Oh my god, I hate cat hair. Oh god, sorry. I have cat hair attacking me in small. I can't even see it, but I know it's there. I can feel it. Just don't worry about me, guys. Don't worry. I might even take this crochet work with me to my parents. It's a little while to get to their house, so maybe I'll crochet on the way. A hairdryer on the cold setting. That could work. I mean, I don't hate the lint roller idea. Just lint roll everything. Plus, it would take off your dry, dead skin. Probably really good for you to lint roll your face. I'm so close to being out of the yarn. But I have one ball left, I think. Hey, I've heard you rubbing it in all live. I get a cheesecake, yada yada. Yes, I get a cheesecake, and I'm going to take a picture of it and put it in the Discord so you can see it. Last night I had to restart a Granny Ripple blanket 3 times. That makes me rage for you. I'm sorry. That's deeply disturbing. Restarting a project 3 times? I don't think I would make it. I think I'd try restarting it a second time, and then if it didn't work the second time, I'd be like, well, I have to burn it. Try getting a lily brush. They're good at getting rid of fur off clothes and furniture. That's like one of those red ones with the velvet going the other way, right? I have one of those, I think, where you can peel off the hair after. I should get the one, you know the guy, the slap chop, I guess he's like this, the slap chop guy, the sticky, I don't know what it's called, sticky something. Maybe it's just called sticky. A lily brush. Sounds nice. I've gotten 1 inch up already. This is gonna be good. It's gonna be good. Make sure you get home before 7. The real snow is hitting us then. Oh, scary. Do you hear that, Alex? We're getting snow tonight? 7 o'clock. So we have a really good reason. Oh, totally, 100%, 100%. We're getting snow all night, all day tomorrow. Great. I'm over it! I don't want any more snow. I just want like a little bit of snow. I don't want a lot of snow. Is that possible? Can we just not? When do we get our warm front? When's it all gonna melt? That's how I feel right now. Bless you. You're probably sneezing because I just picked up peekaboo. So, I need my other ball of yarn. We're in the summer here. Well, send me some of that energy because I am over winter. I just don't need it anymore. I know you know the vibe when it's over. Although if you're in summer there, like, does it still get cold in the winter there? Or is it like mild? What's Australia like in Australian winters? Is that where you are? Did you already tell us where you are and I'm just a bad host that doesn't remember anything? I'm going to bed now. Bye, Alex. Have a good rest of your day. Good luck with the snow tomorrow. Thank you. See you guys Saturday. See you. Not like you guys. Tasmania. Cool. Tasmanian devils. Literally the reason why people believed in demons. I believe that. You know, like, I think of like how people would have been very religious way back when, and then I think like you'd go to Tasmania or Australia and or some parts of Africa, wherever hyenas are, and you'd hear a Tasmanian devil in the night in a forest, and you like I 100% would be like, nope, there is definitely demons. Just like how a rainbow would be easy. If I didn't know science, a rainbow would easily convince me of a higher power. You know what I mean? And same thing with the sound of hyenas, Tasmanian devils, and There's another one that makes crazy noises, jackals. By the way, yes, coleus flower, but if you want them to grow bigger, you pinch off the flower stalk like you do basil. Not sure if anyone said that. Thank you, nobody did. Or northern lights. Thank you, Candice, I will try that. Not yet, because it's still quite sad from being transplanted, but I like the idea. Hey there, Bailey. Sorry I'm late. Has Peekaboo had kittens yet? No, she hasn't, because she's a scam artist, and Alex, every day that she doesn't have kittens, Alex is like, she's just not pregnant. She's just fat, and she's just scamming us. Summer depends on which part of Australia you live. Makes sense. Fairly large place. Got different topographies. Makes sense to me. Just like Canada. Depends on what winter looks like for you based on... Oh, welcome back, V. Guess who's back? Back again. Depends on where you are in Canada. If you're on Peely Island, the winter is not going to be as harsh as it is in northern Saskatchewan. Scamming you for food, literally. The funny thing is that she didn't even want to come in at all, so...
Enough for the chickens an hour?
No, we're gonna leave really fast and come back before 5:30.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm going to be like leaving these people at 5. Like I'm gonna be like running from here to you.
Yeah, I'll get the car started.
Thank you. I love you. I'll drive.
I can drive. Oh, you can drive, that's fine.
Thanks. I just want to drive because I haven't done anything in many days. I haven't driven in a long time. Oh gosh. Yeah, we're going to my parents' house to pick up a cheesecake and not hug my parents because we're back on no more hugging. I'm jealous. It hasn't snowed in California since 1996. I'd take snowfall any day. You say that. You say that. You would take snowfall any day because you miss it. Once you have it every day, it's different. It's different. When you have it every day and you don't want it anymore, or when you have it every day, eventually you don't want it anymore. At least that's my experience with snow. Scamming for warmth, animals in tune to Mother Earth, and new winter is coming. I guess so, yeah, because it wasn't even cold like it is now at all. Stop with the stinking cheesecake. Well, you should have been my mother's daughter, and then you would get cheesecake too. Because that makes sense. 25 degrees Celsius. Ooh, in Tassie today. Do you call it Tassie, like how you spelt it, or is it Tassie, like Tasmanian with a Z? How is it pronounced? And 25 degrees Celsius is perfect. Actually, 24 degrees Celsius is perfect. 25 degrees if it's cloudy. Like I don't want any direct sun on me. Although, do I ever? No, I do not. I'm not a direct sunlight kind of girl. I would not survive out in the outback. We have negative 15. Yep, we have negative something ridiculous as well. Negative, oh, okay, well that's not that cold, negative 4. But the reason we have negative 4 right now is because the snow is coming, so the clouds are covering and keeping everything like warm, but it's not warm. Maybe it's not negative 15, but it's not warm. I'm so excited. Sorry, candies, but I am very excited to eat cheesecake. I'm very hungry, and my, for sure I'm gonna eat cheesecake before dinner, which is not ideal, but that's what's happening today. I would not survive in anywhere overcast. I love the sun through and through. I definitely love the sun, but if it could be like mostly cloudy and warm, I would be very happy with that. Like, that would be good for me, because when it's cloudy, not when it's raining, but when it's cloudy, I can go outside without having to like worry about getting sunburned, and I love not worrying about getting sunburned. Obviously, like I'm not super considerate to my skin anyway, and I don't typically take good care of my skin in terms of sun protection. I have to work on that, I know that. But I love not even having the guilty conscience when it's a cloudy day. I don't have to stick to the shady areas. Usually I just wear long sleeves, that way I don't have to wear sunscreen. It's easier for me because I don't like wearing sunscreen, I don't like the smell, I can't sleep in sunscreen, like I couldn't wear sunscreen today and then go to bed in my bed tonight without showering. I can't do that. So I don't want to, because I don't want to have to shower every single night before I go to bed if I've been outside. So I don't like the heat. I'm a 20 degrees Celsius girl. How's that working out in Tasmania? Where I live in California from March to May, it's 70 Fahrenheit, and that is perfect. I like fake air. I'll stay inside all the time, or a nice lovely fall day. Ooh, a good fall day is nice. I do love a good fall day. Oh shoot, I actually have to go earlier than 5 because I have to get my mom's Corningware, I don't know what it's called, container, the glass container. She gave us mac and cheese and I have to give it back. Love you guys. Thank you for coming and hanging out with me. Love you girls, love you non-binary folk, love you all the peoples who came. So thank you for coming. Don't forget to like the video if you haven't yet. If you want to join the Discord or get the free patterns, join Patreon. $2 a month, you get all my patterns and you get all of my bullet journal entries and you get all of the awesome community in Discord. Check it out, links in the description. There's lots of other helpful links in the description as well if you want to check those out. Leave a comment. Love you all. Thank you for hanging out. See you on the weekend, and I will see you in the premiere for the video on Friday. New video comes out Friday. Toodaloo, be nice to each other, take care of your families and whatnot, wash your hands, and also thank you to all of my patrons. I love you guys. Bye!